Hello, good afternoon. This is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design, and I believe we are live. Uh, let's see here. I'm having technical difficulties, but give me a second here. Hey, Heartbreaker, how you doing? Good seeing you. That's the problem. Bam, done. All right. I had two windows open. I didn't realize I did, and I was hearing myself in my ear, which is extremely annoying. Um, but everyone, thank you for joining me today. This is going to be a drawing live stream, and as you can see on your screen, there's a little drawing of a little kid, and but this is a page from the comic book that I am currently working on, which has just gone live yesterday, Friday the 13th. It is called Secret Comics Presents, and if you look in the description of this live stream, they'll tell you all about it. It is a horror anthology comic book, and it is going to, this campaign is going to last for 60 days. You'll have 60 days to purchase a book. It starts at $8 a copy. And what we need to do, what we're trying to do is raise enough money to publish this comic book. And the amount is fairly large. It's not huge, but we need enough money to publish the book, to pay the people working on the book, and most importantly, to mail the book out to you. And if we can't raise that money by you purchasing the book, spreading the word around, letting other people know about it so they can purchase the book, we can't publish it. So we need your help. We want everyone to buy this book, to support it. We're offering everything from, the book itself to, we're going to be selling the original pages. We're going to be selling head sketches of any character you want. We're trying to raise as much money as possible just to get this book in your hands. So if you would, please click the link here right in the description of this live stream. Click the link and go to the website and check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description. It's actually in the chat, so you guys can go there, check it out. And actually, I will go there myself, and I'll put it on the screen so you guys can look at it. Let's see, that's not it. Oh, here we go. This is it. Bam. That's it right there. Can I zoom in? I don't know if I can. But if you look at the top here, you can see that so far we've raised $1,120, and we have 59 days left. And our goal, the minimum goal we have to reach, is $6,000. So we're a little over 1/6 of the way there, but we're going to need all the help we can get to reach $6,000 in 59 days. And usually the most important days are the first few days and the last day of a campaign. So this first weekend of the campaign is the most essential one. So we need everyone who's looking at this, to share it out, share this live stream out to everyone on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Just share it out. Let everyone know about this campaign. If you would, check it out yourself. Look at it. If I scroll down, it'll work. Will it scroll down? I think it will. Oh yeah, it's working. You have various tiers here. This describes the book. Here's a cover of the book. I drew it. I'm doing all the art, all the lettering for the book. So I'm going to try to make it look as good as possible for you guys, and try to make it as scary it's possible within reason. This book is going to be PG-13, so it's not going to be extremely graphic. There aren't going to be, well, there'll be some blood, but there's not going to be, like guts hanging from the rafters. There's not going to be graphic sex. There's not going to be nudity. If you're a teenager and up, this book will be fun to read. But if it's not for small children, so bear that in mind. But you can get some really cool stuff with it. There are different tiers you can buy to support the book. Starting at $8 for a single copy, and actually the copy will be signed by the author, Nasser Rabadi. So you can start with the $8 tier for one copy of the book. You can get a digital copy, which is good for international customers, because that way it won't have to be shipped to you. So you won't have to deal with shipping charges. So you do the digital copy. You can get 2 copies of the book for only $16. And you get a trading card as well. And as I scroll down, you can see some of the pages that I've drawn for the book already. So, it'll look creepy. It's going to be a creepy, kind of scary book, which is, the whole point of a horror horror comic. But it's going to be an anthology, so it's going to have 4 short stories inside of it, and each one's going to have a different flavor. And Nasser and I, the writer, think that you guys will really enjoy it. So this is the first page of the book for the first story, and it's called Charlie Finds a Friend. And it's about a little boy who discovers a radio in the basement, and what happens when he starts listening to what that radio is telling him. So it's a little more. It's I don't know. It's kind of a cross between maybe Tales of the Crypt and Twilight Zone, maybe, if I could say that. But it's they're interesting stories. And sorry, my phone is ringing, but I'm not going to answer it. But I really think you guys will like this book. I think you'll really like the writing. I think you'll really like the art, and I really encourage everybody to check it out and give it a shot. You can buy 2 copies of the book, and a Kick Nasser button. That's sort of a running theme with Nasser Rabadi, and you can buy a trading card for $25. You can get the comic book and a head sketch from me of any character you like. If you want me to draw, Tarzan, a headshot of Tarzan, I'll draw that. If you want me to draw a headshot of Wolverine, I'll draw that for you. If you want me to draw a Jane Austen character, I'll draw that for you. So it doesn't matter. But you can get that and the comic book for only $60. You can get drawn into the book yourself, along with getting 5 copies of the comic, 5 copies of the trading card, and we'll draw you in at least 1 page. It just depends on what the story is and how much room there is for on a page to put you in there. So we have a tier for that you can purchase. There's only 1 available though, so first come, first serve. First one who clicks the link here to get this perk will get drawn into the book. You can get a page of original art from the book. There are 20 pages of artwork in the book, and one of them's already been purchased. But you can get the comic book itself, the trading card, and then a single page of original art from the book. And each page is 11 by 17, drawn on Bristol board. And if you buy it, it's yours. And then you get to pick which page you want. First come, first serve. So the first person who bought a page gets to pick any page in the book to buy. And then the second person will get to pick any of the pages left over, the remaining 19. So that's pretty much how it works. And then you can buy the original cover for the book. And then you get the cover, the original art, and then a copy, 5 copies of the book, and then five trading cards. So all this stuff is available to you guys. And this is what the trading card will look like. It's basically the poster that we were using to promote the book originally. And it is Zombie Nasser, the writer, crawling out of the grave with his script for the comic book, and that will be the trading card for this campaign. So I just want to encourage everybody to take a look at it, and scroll through the campaign, look at it. You can see some of my artwork from when I did a Spawn comic back in the 90s. You can see some of the art from Nasser Rabadi's previous campaigns, like Trixie Kane, Blood Reaper, and Stardust, which were actually really, really good books. So Nasser has done crowdfunding. This is his 3rd crowdfunding campaign, so he's sort of an old hat at it. This is my first one, so I'm kind of nervous and hoping that people will back this campaign, that you guys will help make this a success, because it's really up to you whether or not this campaign ends up succeeding or not, because we need people to buy copies of the book, to fund it. And unless we can reach that $6,000 fixed goal, we can't publish the book. You guys will all get refunds, but the book won't get published. And that's ultimately what Nasser and I want. We want to get this book to you. I'm going to be drawing this book on I'm going to be live streaming myself drawing the book several times a week, so you guys can see that I'm working on it and that is getting done. But all that work's not going to, it's going to be for nothing if the book can't be funded. So we need your support. We want your support, we really, really encourage everybody to go to the campaign, check it out, and buy a copy, buy 5 copies, buy 10 copies, buy it for your friends, your family, if you think they're interested in horror comics. So let's see. I have been neglecting the chat. Hold on one second. I'm gonna have to keep on putting in the link. So let's see. Heartbreaker says, I'm doing good, homie. Arguing with one of my friends who was making me depressed. I'm sorry, but I'm still a very hopeful person, so everything is going good. No, good. Glad to hear it. Heartbreaker says, I can't wait to read it. How do you do the lettering? Do you add that after you're done drawing the picture, or what do you do for lettering? Okay, well, the lettering for a comic book, how to do it has changed quite a bit since computers sort of took over the graphic industry back in the 90s. Before the 1990s, lettering was done directly on the paper. Let me show you. Like when I did the Spawn comic book back in, I think it was like 1995, maybe 1994. When I did this page, all the lettering was done by hand. I drew it in pencil, and then the page got sent to the letterer, and the letterer then took my pencils and with pen and ink, physical pen, a pen and an ink, he wrote the lettering and drew all the word balloons around the lettering. So, and then after that, the page was sent to the inker, and the inker inked around his lettering. They don't do that anymore. Nowadays, all that stuff is done in Photoshop in layers. So, for me, in this case, with the current comic book, I will be drawing the pages. Then I will be inking the pages on traditional paper, and then after that, I will do the lettering probably in Illustrator. I tend to do, sorry, excuse me, talking a lot. I tend to do lettering in Illustrator, which is a vector program, and then I will export those files into Photoshop, where I will layer the artwork like this page, and I will layer the lettering on top of it, so that I'm able to move the lettering around. I can adjust things more easily, and things aren't as permanent as they used to be, like before computer layout was popular. So that's basically how I do it. I do lettering in one program, I do the art by hand, and then scan it in, and then I sort of bring all of that stuff together. You can bring it together in Photoshop, or you can bring it together in like a layout program that like InDesign. So there are several different ways you can do it, but it's much easier, and it's much it's a lot less complications than there were before. It's not as permanent, so you have a lot more flexibility. Let's see. Heartbreaker says, I need that button for when I get a job. I'll have a Burger King button and a Kick Nasser button. Yeah. Apparently these Kick Nasser buttons are pretty popular. Nasser has been sort of giving them away for quite a while, and actually already six people have already purchased them. So yeah. So I guess at least six people want to Kick Nasser, and I assume there'll be plenty more out there. So I encourage everybody to purchase a Kick Nasser button and let everybody know that you want to give him the boot. Let's see. Kblon says, I'm guessing you put the lettering on a separate layer. Yeah, exactly. Do you grab fonts from Blambot? I guess you can. My fonts, I'm using the same fonts I used, or I bought years ago. The fonts I bought back in the 90s, and where are they from? Were they from Blambot? I can't remember, but it's called Wild and Crazy. That's the name of the font, and it's a really, really good page. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm reading, and Evan Hotep's thing came up, and I read page, and I said it. It's a really, really good font, and it's a good comic book font, and it worked for. I've used it for pretty much all my projects, so I'll continue using it. But I can't remember if it's from Blambot or not, actually. Heartbreaker says, man, I can't wait to see what type of pictures people ask you to draw of like faces of fictional characters. It's pretty cool to see you draw like Two-Face. Yeah, that'd be fun. But you have to buy that tier. So I encourage everybody to go to secretcomics.com and pick a tier. Hopefully you'll pick one where I'll be able to draw head sketches for you. So yeah, please do. And please, if you haven't already, please share this live stream out. Let people know that I'm on the air, and that I'm trying to get some support for this campaign, because we really need it. We cannot do this book without your support. So I'm encouraging everybody to go to Indiegogo, support our book, buy 1 copy, 2 copies. I mean, and the cool thing is that it's somewhat affordable. I mean, a lot of these Indiegogo campaigns, I mean, you're spending $25, $30 for the book, and then you have to pay an additional $10 for shipping. And granted, our book is in black and white. It's going to be a black and white book. The cover is going to be black and white with the potential to make it color if we reach a certain goal, certain stretch goal. But the interior is going to be black and white. It's going to be printed on traditional newsprint, like traditional comics, and it's only 20 pages. But it's at a price point where the average person can afford to get at least 1 copy. So I'm hoping that everyone does that. Will show some support for Nasser and I's work, and enable us to get this comic book into your hands. We really, really like that. So, Evan Hotep says, I'm still waiting for my Gorilla pages. What Gorilla pages? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Evan Hotep says, can I get a headshot of a headless ninja? I will be more than happy to draw you a headshot of a headless ninja. It will be his shoulders, his neck, and some blood spurting out from where his head used to be. Heartbreaker says, bro, if I had money, I would buy 5 of those tiers. I would get you to draw Two-Face, Red Hood, Leatherface. It would be awesome. Oh, man, well, I'd be happy to draw all of them. But, you know, if you just get the $8 comic, that would be a huge help as well, and I will be very, very, very grateful. But if you just share it out, even if you can't buy a book, just go to secretcomics.com and share it out on Twitter and Facebook. That will be a humongous help to Nasser and I, and we'd really appreciate it. Evan Hotep says, no blood. That's fine. I don't have to draw blood. You know, I just draw the neck and shoulders. I'd be happy to, Evan Hotep. Dory Mike, how do I pronounce that? Dory Mike Blog says, already back. Thank you very much, Dory Mike Blog. I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name. Nasser Rabadi says, beep boop. I assume he's in. Yeah, he is there. And he can come in and help make this even better, more better. You there, Nasser?
I've been waiting for 10 minutes.
Sorry about that, Nasser. Should have said something earlier in the chat.
I'm just kidding. I just got here.
Okay, fine. I'm going to kick you now. Kick Nasser. Oh, Heartbreaker says, don't worry, man. I made a YouTube video and I shared the YouTube video everywhere. Oh, awesome. Oh, man. I even got banned from a place on YouTube for sharing that video. Oh, man. Well, thank you very much, Heartbreaker. Really appreciate it. Share it everywhere. I've done my part. You have done your part. Thank you. We greatly appreciate it, both Nasser and I.
Thanks, Colton.
Colton. Okay, cool. Nasser, how you doing?
Extremely tired.
Yeah? You've been pushing the book all day?
Yep. Yeah, I was streaming with Edwin earlier.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. How'd it go?
Pretty good. He was looking at Indiegogo numbers, making me do math. He didn't actually make me do math, but he was doing math.
Oh, good.
I had a headache from it.
Well, it's good to know those numbers because we need to promote the book as much as possible, get people interested, get people watching, and just pumped to get the book, because without them, there will be no book. So
definitely.
I just want to encourage everybody, please back our campaign. Share the link out. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your barber, let's get this campaign to $6,000 within 2 months, because like I said, I mean, the first few days of the campaign and the last day of the campaign are the most important. So we really, really need to get those numbers up, because Indiegogo looks at them as well. And if it sees that in order for Indiegogo to sort of promote the book on their website, they need to see that there are people out there who are interested in the book and are contributing money to support and buy the book. So I just want to encourage everybody. I mean, there's 7 people watching. Please, if you haven't already, please go on to Indiegogo. Purchase a book, purchase 2 books, or at the very least, please just share it out. Click those links for Facebook and Twitter, down here in this area, and share it out and let other people know that the book's available and it's live, and we're eager to get all the support we can get. So let me see. I don't know if anyone has purchased any books since I started, but yeah, we can check it out. No, we still have 38 backers, and it's still at $1,120. But that will grow, and I look forward to it growing. But I am going to actually start drawing and get going on doing the pages for the book. So let's see. Let me see here. Oh, and also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to to this channel, Illustration by Design, because like I said before, I'm going to be live streaming myself over the next few months drawing the book. And, I want you guys to see it and, know that I am working hard on the book, and that is coming to you guys as soon as the book is funded and, I'm able to, put everything together. I still have to letter it. I'll still have to lay everything out. But, once the book is funded, we'll be able to get it to the printer and get it into your guys' hands. And that's what we want ultimately. So, let's see. Heartbreaker says, I got banned from a place on Facebook. Oh, called VHS Horror. Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Poor Colton.
Yeah, that's a shame. But who cares? This book is more important than VHS tapes. Ah, man, thank you. I love VHS tapes. I wish I could donate and give money, but I don't have a credit card. LOL. Oh, that's all right. I mean, as long as you can share it out, that'd be awesome. Do re mi com. Okay, thank you very much, Brian. Do re mi com. I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm gonna have to remember Brian. Let me see here. Okay, I posted the link. Let's see. Okay, Nasser, you are here. Evan Hotep is here. Evan Hotep, are you still here, Evan Hotep? Let me see here. My brain is not working, and I am trying to do 50 things at once, which I'm not very good at. But I'm gonna.
Could have fooled me.
Oh, please. There we go. That's the button I wanted. I've just made Nasser a moderator, which is very dangerous and a very scary prospect. But Evan Hotep and Nasser, if you could continue posting the link for Secret Comics Presents in the chat, I would greatly appreciate it while I draw. So,
still screen sharing, by the way.
I'm sorry?
You're still screen sharing. You have to take it off of the screen share, and then you have to lock it on you so we could all see the art.
Well, I'm not ready to do that yet, Nasser, because I'm still on my computer. So.
Because I see under your icon, I saw the art. I thought maybe you were inking already.
No, I'm not inking yet. That's why I'm on a computer. That's how I made you a moderator. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I need to do before I leave the computer. But yeah, please, guys, Nasser and Evan Hotep, please just keep rotating that link in the chat so people can see it. All right, let's see what else. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Bye for now. Let me do that. So you can see Nasser, and you can see me drawing. And Evan Hotep says, "You're gonna put me to work." As long as you are free to do so. You're free to leave at any time, but I wanted to make Nasser also a mod so that if you do need to leave, there'll still be someone in the chat who can post links. So can I use my link? You can use any link you want as long as it links to the Indiegogo site, Evan Hotep. So please feel free.
That might be his referral link.
His referral link? What do you mean?
Like it'll tell you when people click on your link and then buy it, it tells you.
Maybe. I don't know. As long as it goes to the website, I don't care. So, Evan Hotep, I strongly encourage you to post that link or any other link that links to our Indiegogo campaign. So, and Nasser as well. So, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. All right, let me get back to inking. And then Nasser can, actually, no, I do one more thing. I want to change, I need to swap my mic out so it's no longer on my headset, and it goes to my actual camera. Let's see, speaker, mic. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. You guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, Nasser, how's your weekend been?
This is all I've been doing.
Yeah, outside of the stress of this campaign.
Oh man, I'm probably gonna have to stay up late tonight to catch up on writing.
Yeah?
I haven't even watched the movie.
Oh, poor Nasser.
Right.
I haven't even been able to waste two hours watching the movies.
An hour and a half.
I want to watch Chucky 3 for the 10th time. Man. It's been fun. It's been tiring, a little, you know.
Yeah, been tiring. Definitely.
I've noticed that the kind of stress dealing with this campaign and worrying whether or not, you know, how it will do. It's a little similar to the stress I had, you know, what in the run up to getting married, you know, because you have all this planning to do, and then, you know, you get to like the day, and you're like nervous about how it's going to go, because you know you don't want to screw things up, you don't want to trip, and like, you know, have that like be a lasting memory in everyone's mind. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to prepare as much as possible. You know, is this going to work? Is this
Same here.
fool myself? Or, you know, it's sort of the same, as similar, and I know similar feelings in both. So Game Air is a little more stressful though.
I bet.
But it's worth it. It's fun.
Uh,
All right, let me get to my tablet so I can actually see if people are talking in the chat. I'm not going to miss anything. 8 people are watching. Fantastic. Very cool.
Awesome. Please hit that thumbs up, everybody, and share out the link.
Yes. Evan Hotep says Nasser is underestimating my link superiority. It wouldn't be the first time Nasser's
There's something up with that link.
Heartbreaker says I'm going to go watch Batman Under the Red Hood. That's a great movie.
I saw that a few years ago.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I've been watching.
By a few years ago, I think I mean like 6 years ago.
Yeah, but actually, for some reason, YouTube's been like, you know, recommending like clips from it. So I've been rewatching clips from that movie, and I'm just reminded of like how good it was. It's just great animation. The story's really good. I love the whole, you know, idea of Jason Todd coming back from the dead and you know, trying to take over for Batman and, you know, fix the mistakes that Batman's made while getting revenge on the Joker. It's just a great storyline. This live stream is making me really happy, so I want to make myself really happy by watching Batman. Okay, cool. Evan Hotep says, so if I tweet out that Jiminy and Nasser are getting married, well, as long as you post a link to the website, then yeah, I'll still be mad, but Kevin Phil Potts says, beep boop Nasser, I just backed a digital copy. Oh, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. The art looks great. Can't wait. I can't wait either. Because I really want to get this comic done, and I really want to get a physical copy of it. I want more than one. I want several. So I'm hoping I get some.
Yeah, I mean, I'll send you 100 of them if we get funded.
Yeah, no, because it'll be the first real comic book that I've done since Spawn. It's like, oh yes, finally, I'm in print.
Yeah.
I'm famous.
Yeah, but thank you for backing, dude, and that brings us to 39 backers, so that is awesome.
Yeah,
and we're at $1,128.
Great, thank you very much, Kevin. We really appreciate it. Kevin Heartbreak says marriage is terrible. That's why I will never do it. I will have to disagree because I'm sure it strongly depends on who you marry and how you guys get along, but no, I love being married. It's awesome. It's awesome. Most fun I've ever had. So I highly recommend it to everyone. But take your time because you want and need to be married to the right person. It's very important. Heartbreaker says Batman Under the Red Hood is TY. I don't know what that means. For my favorite, Tide maybe? For my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it means Tide.
Okay, and the greatest movie I've ever seen. Cool. I love it. Red Hood's my favorite character in all fiction, and that is because of this movie. Huh, cool. Evan Hotep says spoilers. Heartbreaker says, I can't wait to be married. My wife telling me how much to buy a movie. How much to buy a movie? Addiction is hoarding our family. I don't want to hear that. Well, don't marry someone who's going to be that nagging. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Right.
you get to choose who you marry. I mean, unless you're in certain parts of the world, there aren't arranged marriages anymore. So it's your decision on whether you marry the right person or not. So just wait till you find the right person, and then then you won't have to worry about that.
Colton, that's why you have your own bank account.
Oh no, sir. No, you share bank accounts.
Have one she doesn't know about.
Oh, no, sir. Trust is the most important thing in marriage. Your wife can't trust you. You're hurting yourself. So very important. Very, very important. Now I know it. Now I have to go back. Okay, this is a fun part of drawing a comic book. Here's page 1. Okay. See all that junk in the basement? Now I'm drawing. I'm working on page 4, and now I have to reference page 1 to remember all the junk that I put in the basement in that panel. And
all that junk was not in the script. You brought that on yourself.
Shut up! I'm trying to make this book look good, Nasser. If I just drew what you had in the script, it'd be like stick figures. So I have to take Nasser's book, his outline, and then I have to make it legible and appealing to audiences, so people actually want to buy this book. That's my goal, to take Nasser's scribblings and make it into a comic book you guys will want to buy, will want to support. So I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. So go buy our book. Make it all worth my while. So all this artwork doesn't go to waste and gathering dust in my studio. What it is. I would show you around, but I don't want to show my face. I'm scared. I'm very shy, Nasser.
Okay.
What happened? All right, here we go. Heartbreaker says a movie, spending $10,000 a month on movies. Oh, he says, okay, I plan on getting married, actually. Okay, good. Don't close the door on marriage. You never know what's going to happen. You might meet the one, and she will knock your socks off, and then you'll be stuck with that vow you made when you were young. It's like, I'm never getting married, and then your nerdy, goofy, best friend will snag her because you didn't want to get married. Heartbreaker says, if the book doesn't get funded and you have a lot of art, I'll take it. I don't know about that.
No, we'll run another campaign on Kickstarter.
Yeah, we'll probably run it on Kickstarter and try to get it published that way, raise money that way. So, but I would rather that not happen. I'd rather this one work, and and that way, if we fund enough, we'll be able to do a second issue and then a third issue. And then in the third issue, we can have that awesome Western with Cthulhu versus the gunslinger priest. So everybody, help make my dreams come true, and so we can get that story going in issue 3. Heartbreaker apparently is Mormon. He says, I've already met the one or two. So he's into that sister wives thing, I think. All right. So what are your plans for next week, Nasser?
This.
This? Okay, good. Good answer. Pushing this book.
This, and if it doesn't go well, just push my other books instead.
Oh, what? No, wrong answer. If it doesn't go well. It will go well if you push the book. If it doesn't go well, you continue pushing the book. That is a response, Nasser. Always be closing, Nasser. Let's see. Heartbreaker says, no, we need to get that Gunslinger Priest versus Cthulhu into a six issue miniseries. We need to get funding for it. I would fund that. Well, by funding this book, you will be funding that because you can't get 6 issues unless we get at least 1 issue. So, baby steps. Get this book funded, and if it gets funded enough, we'll have the backing to put that towards future issues. But if this doesn't get funded, there will be no Cthulhu versus Gunslinger Priest. That will be very, very sad. And most importantly, with this campaign, we need to get Nasser bald. And the biggest stretch goal for this campaign is $30,000, and Nasser has promised that at $30,000 he will shave his head. He's got quite the head of hair. So I really, really hope that people will back the book, if for no other reason than to see Nasser get his head shaved and have to walk around bald. That alone should make it worth your while to purchase a book and back this campaign. Nasser agrees, right, Nasser?
Yeah.
See? Nasser's looking forward to it.
No.
At $40,000, if we reach $40,000, Nasser will have his head shaved with a straight razor by his little sister.
Yeah, that'll go well.
Live stream the whole thing. Heartbreaker says, I'm now a Mormon. I used to be Christian, but now I'm an atheist. I'm sorry. One of my good friends read the Bible to me every day. At least most days. So, good. I'm glad that your friends are still reading the Bible to you. I'm a Christian. So, God is extremely important. The most important thing to me. So, I hope that you, find a way to regain your faith and, come back to God. And Nasser has posted the link once again. Thank you very much, Nasser.
Of course, that is my only duty.
Good, it is. Pushing this book, that is your only job. Just like drawing this book is my only job. And pushing it. Let's see. How do I? All right. I know what I want to do. Kind of, sort of. Kind of playing it by ear, but let's see. Let's see. So what's going on, Nasser? I'm going to see Bloodshot tomorrow.
Oh no, nothing else is really up. Sorry if I'm boring right now. I'm just still sort of just tired and it's just a dreary day here today. Like I'm looking up at the window and it's only 3:50, but it's like gray outside and
oh wow, okay,
it's just an awful day.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's very sunny here. Even though I have all the shades closed because I need shades closed in order to draw because it's too much light, and it's hard for me to. It's too hard on my eyes. So, but it's a nice day here in Florida. It's a little warm. It's getting into the summer temperature, so it's in the 80s right now.
Yeah, it's still in like the 30s here, maybe 40s today.
Mm-hmm.
Just an awful day out.
Yeah, it's maybe a little miserable. It was overcast and cold.
Yeah, I keep thinking about the book I was writing that I haven't written in 2 days because of all this streaming and promotion. So I'm just thinking about how late I'm going to stay up tonight.
Yeah,
work on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we only have 60 days to reach our goals. So
yeah,
that needs to be the priority.
Yeah, well, that's probably why I'm going to work on it at bedtime and stay up.
Yeah. Let's see. Get any new Rubik's cubes lately?
Nah, not since like January. I've
Uh,
seen them all.
Getting new comics?
No, well, I got a few at the con, but I mean,
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just got I haven't opened it yet, but I just got this from an Antarctic Press. It's Matthew Weldon's Punchline. So,
cool.
yep. Looking forward to opening it up and taking a look at it. Um, let's see. Oh, Old Fashioned Slashing's here. How you doing? Good seeing you. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Yo, nice to see you here, dude.
Yeah, Old Fashioned Slashing. If you would, please don't curse in the chat. I apologize, but in case kids wander in, in case my mom's watching, I have to keep it clean. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Um, thank you very much for showing up and hanging out. Let's see. Heartbreaker asks, "Are you married, Jason? If you are, that is awesome. My mom and dad have been married for 24 years. Fantastic. And they got married in 1995, and when they both turned 18. And my mom, oh, that is so cool. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm married. I'll be married for 7 years in June. And yeah, my parents were married for over 50 years. I think 50, let's see, 53 years? No, 52 and a half years. Then my dad passed away. And my wife's parents were married for over 50 years. So yeah, no, I'm a big believer in marriage, and just making it work. And it's not hard to make a marriage work. It's just that both people have to be invested in making it work. So you're always gonna fight, you're always gonna bicker, you're always gonna have disagreements, but that's it's so I mean it's fun. You do end up spending your life with your best friend when you get married, because it's someone who you do want to spend your life with. So I'm a big promoter of marriage. Um, let's see. 2 years after my mom got married, she had her first child, which is my brother Connor, and then she had two other children. Oh, that died before birth and after. Oh, I'm sorry. And then she had me, and oh, she had you in 2003. Okay, I thought I read that as she had me and 2003 other kids. It's like, wow, cool. Oh man, so you're very young then. You're what, 17? Cool. All right, let me see here. Close that so I can actually see what's on the screen. I'm like drawing blind. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm drawing. All right. All right, that's that. That's there. All right, put this here. And 10 years after that, she had my baby sister. My mom and dad are really cool people. It's surprising how long they've been married. It's not really, I guess maybe nowadays it is, because when I was growing up, I didn't know. Well, I knew a few people, but the vast majority of my friends, I mean, almost everyone I knew, their parents were, were together. I mean, divorce was, it obviously occurred, but it wasn't as common as it is today. So it was, it was everyone's parents were together. So it never seemed strange that someone's parents were together for 20, 30, or more years. It was just like, oh, yeah. Old fashioned slashing says, I sometimes feel strange for having parents with a good marriage. Yeah, I guess today it is. I guess it is rare, not rare. I guess it is unusual, maybe. But it's just, and I find that sad because it's, for hundreds of years, people stay together for life. So, um, it's unfortunate that that's changed over the past, you know, several, few decades. I hope we can bring it back to, how it was previously. So people learning how to work out their differences and stay together. So I definitely think it's possible, unless there's just like, abuse or whatever within the relationship. But it's yeah, you just have to work at it. The thing is, people are ready for a wedding. Yeah, exactly, but they're not ready for marriage. Yeah, precisely. I always say to people who are about to get married, that you shouldn't be together with that person, or you should be together with that person for at least 4 to 5 years, or live together for over two. Because if you're together during all that, you're basically already married. Yeah, I mean, I don't support living together. Just because, if you're willing to live together, you might as well get married. I don't really see the purpose of living together without being married. Um, but um, I definitely support getting to know the person well enough to be confident in marrying them. I mean, I dated my wife for 5 years, um, before we got married, so I knew her. I knew her moods. I knew what she was like. What you know I knew her, so I was confident when we got married that that wouldn't change, and it hasn't. She's a person that I grew to know. When we dated. When people sort of get married after knowing someone for like a week or a month, I'm always like, you sure you want to do that? Maybe you should get to know them a little better, because depending on the situation, the time of year, you know, it's people can show different aspects of themselves, and you want to know as much about a person as possible before you dedicate your entire life to them. It is the most important decision you'll make. So I encourage everybody to maybe take it slow, have patience. Um, Evan Hota said Jiminy is old fashioned. I am old fashioned. I think old fashioned is a good thing, um, as opposed to newfangled. Sometimes newfangled is good, but old fashioned is better, generally. Heartbreaker says, by the time my dad and my mom were ready to be married, they have already been dating for 4 years, and my grandfather and grandmother hated my dad, so perfect for a marriage. Well, it's not, it's good if your in-laws like you, but I don't think it's necessary, because what's necessary is that your spouse likes you, or better yet, loves you. So sometimes parents of people getting married aren't right, and they're not as involved in a relationship as the people actually getting married. So you know, as long as the people getting married know that that's right, that's the most important thing. It's a bonus when the parents are into it as well. So that's good. Um, Ezra Caleb West, how you doing? Have I seen you before? If not, welcome. Glad you're here. He says you should marry someone with whom you share values, exactly, worldview, and have enough in common to can have something to share beyond the physical. Precisely right. I completely agree 100%. I there have been plenty of people who I've been interested in, um, and have been attracted to, but I couldn't marry because we didn't have the same values. And the feeling was mutual, but it's just like you have to consider that, because at some point, your values and theirs will come into conflict, and it's important that you guys can can agree on fundamental issues. So, and I'm not talking about politics. I mean, I think people with different political views can easily get married and have zero problems in marriage. And in fact, it might even be healthy in a lot of ways. You know, it can be fun when you're married. That's one of the more fun things when you're married. But I'm talking about fundamental things. You know, for me, that would be religion. That would be moral values and stuff. I mean, because children, how to raise children, you have to have a certain amount of agreement in terms of those things with the person you're married, so or planning on marrying. So talk it out, see where they stand on those things, and figure out how you're gonna deal with it. Evan Hotep says morality and principles, and Heartbreaker says let's stop talking about marriage. Did you like Todd McFarlane? Well, what I I'm trying to think how to put this. I didn't really know Todd McFarlane. Um, it the way I got that Spawn job, and I talked to him. I talked to him on the phone, but I didn't ever get a chance to actually know him. Um, I went to a comic book convention uh, back in, I guess it was 1994, and brought a bunch of samples to show to people. Todd McFarlane was there, signing autographs and signing comic books and stuff. And so I got in line. I wanted to show them my portfolio because they had just started Image a couple of years earlier, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. Now I gotta show my stuff. And so got in line, and I went down there. It was in Miami. Drove down there with a friend of mine who drove me down there with them, and got in line. And this line was long. It's probably like a hour and a half wait to meet him. So I got in line with my portfolio with every other nerd in South Florida, waiting to meet Todd McFarlane. Got in line, waited for an hour waiting to meet him. My friend walks up, and my friend was kind of a curmudgeon to begin with, kind of a grump. And he says, I'm bored. Let's go. And I'm like, I've been waiting in line to meet Todd McFarlane to show him the whole reason I came down here was show people my portfolio. And I'm about to meet Todd McFarlane. And you want to leave? He said, yeah, I'm tired. I'm bored. He was sort of like Nasser,
Yeah.
So I was just like, you can't wait half an hour. I'm like 20 people away from meeting Todd McFarlane. But in half an hour, I'll show him my stuff. And he says, no, you can stay here, but I'm leaving. And I was like, oh, dang it. So what I ended up doing was I thankfully I had photocopies of my work, and I gave photocopies of my pages to the guy behind me. I said, please show this to Todd McFarlane when you get to him. Please give him my stuff. Add my name and number and contact info at the top of each page. And I said, please give this to Todd. And I had to leave. I had to go leave with my friend, my quote unquote friend, who just screwed me over. So I left, but I was 90% sure that kid would look at my work, and because he was also an artist. It wasn't just like a guy with comic books. He was a fellow artist. So he was looking for work too, and I was 90% sure that guy was going to just toss my work and not show Todd my pages. But so I got home, and later on that day, it was Saturday. It was like towards the evening. I think it was probably like five or 6 o'clock at night. The phone rings, and my mom calls me, and she says, "Jason, there's a phone for you." And she says it's some guy named Todd. And I said, I don't know any Todds. And so I pick up the phone, and I hear this voice. And if you've ever heard Todd McFarlane's voice, it's very
distinct.
It's very distinct. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not ringy. It's a specific term, not rangy. It's something like rangy. He has a very sort of, it's not high pitched, but it's like it's a weird voice. It's like it's the same type of voice that they say Abe Lincoln had. It's does anyone know that term?
No.
Anyway, he has that type of voice. And so when I answer the phone, I said hello. He says hello, Jason. This is Todd McFarlane. And I thought it was one of my friends playing a prank on me because the voice was so strange that I I I I I found it hard to believe that this was Todd McFarlane because it didn't match. I'd seen pictures of him. It didn't match the photos that I'd seen of Todd McFarlane. The face and the voice didn't match up. So I was like, who is this? And he says, this is Todd McFarlane from Image Comics. He said, yeah, I got, and he starts talking, and through half the conversation, I'm just like, this is one of my friends, goofing on me. And but finally, he convinces me that that actually is him, and he wants me. He said, I have a comic book that I want to put inside of my Spawn toys, and he wanted to know if I was free to do it. And at the time, I was working. I worked at a t-shirt design company where we would go in and we'd they did licensing with Marvel and Warner Brothers, so we would draw like X-Men and Bugs Bunny and stuff for this company. So he asked me if I want to draw this comic book, and I said, yeah, sure, yeah. But he tells me the deadline. The deadline to draw the comic book is in 14 days. He needs it in 14 days, and it's a 12-page book. So I'm like thinking, it's like I got to draw 12 pages, and in my mind, I'm calculating. I draw like about a page a day. I can pencil a page a day. I got to draw 12 pages in 14 days, in 2 weeks, working a full-time job. It's like I didn't tell him this, but I'm thinking this. I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I ended up having to do, I had to go to my manager at work, who thankfully was a comic book fan, and I told him that I got this job from Todd McFarlane to draw a comic book draw a Spawn comic book for him, but I needed to take 2 weeks off, and I was terrified that I would get fired in order to do it. So, but he said, "Oh, really? Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, you can take 2 weeks off." I mean, of course, it was unpaid, which was fine with me because Todd would be paying me for drawing the comic book. But I was just thankful that I'd still have a job when I got done with the book. 2 weeks later, and I was able to do it, and yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. But the sad thing is that afterwards, I never heard back from Todd McFarlane again. Well, I mean, I got paid and I did the book on time, and obviously it got published and they were happy with it. But yeah, I never got another job from McFarlane Studios after that. I was like, oh man. So
maybe he wasn't happy with it after all.
If he wasn't happy with it, then he wouldn't have paid me. Well, he would have paid me, but he wouldn't have published it. But the art was good. Don't give me that. He was happy with it. but no, yeah, that was it was a once in a lifetime thing. I'm really really happy that it happened, and that I got to talk with him for a little while. But I don't really know. I mean, I liked Todd McFarlane for the brief amount of time I got to talk with him and discuss the book with him. But yeah, it was cool. That was interesting. Evan Hotep says morality and principles. Yes, they are very important when you get married. Just make sure you guys line up. So, Heartbreaker says that's pretty cool. It's sad that your friend made you leave. It is very sad. But I will tell you a little side story to that. That same friend who worked as an artist, he called me up. When was it? It was a couple years later, and he had a job. He had been offered a job doing art for a video game, And he said, "It's like, yeah, I don't really have time to do it." And so he gave them my name instead. Okay, and so I went down there again. This is it was down in Miami, so I drove down to Miami, and it ended up being the best paying job. It was a short term job. It was only for 2 months, and I could work at home. So I would just do the drawings at home. I would I'd drive down there maybe like once every few weeks to give them the artwork. Um, that I ended up making $35,000 in 2 months from this job, and I was like, even today, I was like, it like it was, it boggled my mind that I was able to get that freelance job, and but it was cool. So that my friend paid me back by giving my name to that company, and I ended up benefiting from it. So I'm no longer angry with them for pulling me out of that convention. It all worked out. Um, I wish you got to meet Todd. Did you think you were ever going to meet him like at a convention or something? Well, yeah, because I mean, back then I was going to a lot of conventions, like sort of showing my work. So meeting guys like Todd McFarlane and the various editors from DC Marvel. I mean, that was pretty common for me back in the '90s. Up to the early 2000s. Then I stopped doing it because it wasn't it was more headaches than it was worth. I mean, you spent a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of energy going to conventions because conventions aren't, unless you live in a metropolitan area, they're not next door. And back in the '90s, there were almost no comic book conventions in South Florida. I mean, there was one in Miami, um, but that for me that's an hour away. That's like a 2 hour drive just to get there. Then you have to pay money to get into the con, pay money for parking. Then you got to wait in line for an hour and a half, 2 hours to meet each person. I mean, it's a headache and a half. So after doing that for 10 years, I kind of got sick of it. It's a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sweat and tears, drawing samples for no outcome. Well, I got a lot of rejection letters, but it's just, a lot of editors saying it's like, yeah, it's okay, try, do another set of drawings and mail them to me in 3 months. It's a lot of that stuff, and it's I don't mind rejection. It's part of being a freelancer, but it's after you get rejection, over and over again for a decade, it's like you kind of get tired of it. You decide it's like, maybe I should just move on to like, jobs that actually pay rather than me spending all my money trying to get a job. So, um, hey, P Money's here. How you doing, P Money? Good seeing you. Um,
Hello, P Money.
P Money is awesome. He and Ruth. They're the bomb diggity. P Money was the very first backer of this campaign, and I am extremely grateful and thankful for that. Ezra Caleb West says, "Dude, Jason, you have mad skills." Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you like my skills. I'm hoping to show even more of them in the rest of this book, which I'm eager to draw for you guys. Heartbreaker says, "I hope I don't get sick of going to conventions because I'm going to my first convention for horror in a few months. So I hope it doesn't happen to me because I would love to meet people." Conventions are a lot of fun. It's just that, like I said, I mean, after you do them for a decade, you kind of see a lot of stuff, and most of the stuff you've seen 100 times before. And again, for me, conventions. The main reason for me to go to conventions was to find work. So I think that had a lot to do with it. Just the fact that I wasn't getting work, I wasn't getting any sort of the response that I was hoping for, and it just kind of wore on me. So I moved on. I decided to focus more on commercial art, working for ad agencies and stuff, freelance, and that's been working out pretty well. So, but I have never given up my love of or hope that I would draw comic books again. Official comic books. I've drawn comic books, but I've been drawing comic books for corporations, for companies, which is fine. But I want to draw like actual stories that people buy in stores and stuff. I mean, that's always been my goal. So this this campaign, this book is just one more step in achieving that dream. So I hope everyone buys this book, supports it, shares it out, and helps make this decades long dream of mine come to fruition. Um, let's see. P Money says I just shared the stream on Twitter. Thank you very much, P Money.
Thanks.
Heartbreaker says, I hope you feel your dream of drawing comics. I hope one day you work for DC or Marvel because your art is amazing. That'd be great. But even if I don't work for DC or Marvel, doing independent comics would be great. Doing books that are produced by Alternative Press or Antarctic Press or any of these other companies. Nasser Rabadi. This
Secret
stuff,
Comics.
Secret Comics presents issue 100. I would love to do that. It's just a question of getting there, and this supporting this book, this particular issue 1 is key to that. If this book doesn't fund, the book doesn't get made, and will I do other books in the future? I don't know, because if this first book doesn't get funded, why put effort into doing more finished books, that aren't going to be published? Just again, eventually it would end up being like the conventions all over again. I might do 1 or 2, but if these books don't fund, it's like eventually I'll end up getting tired of putting in all the effort in making them, and then just go back to commercial art. So I hope everybody funds a book so I can just keep doing comics. I would love to do that. P Money says, actually, Cricket, Ruth has asked about this campaign being funded more than any other campaign before. Oh, great, thank you. She wants it funded as badly as you and I do. Oh, good. Heartbreaker says, don't worry, Jason. If this book doesn't get funded, one day I will want to make a comic book and I'll get you to do the art for it. Okay, cool. That sounds good too.
Right, in 30 years.
In 30 years, well, 30 years I'll be almost 80. So, let's just hope that my eyes and my hands are still holding up. I'll be able to draw the book for you. Let's see here. Nasser, what else is going on?
That's really it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Nasser.
Sorry. I live a boring life.
That's all right. You're a writer. Your life's supposed to be boring.
Yeah.
Although some writers' lives are exciting. They write about their adventures, but you don't use heavy drugs or eat weird mushrooms. So.
Yeah.
Any movies you're looking forward to seeing in the theater?
Just Saint Maud, and Black Widow.
Oh yeah. Is that going to be postponed because of all this stuff that studios are doing? Do you know?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, good. Heartbreaker says, listen, man, if you're 80, that means you have a lot of experience doing art. And it's not going to be 3 years, more like 10 or 5. Yeah, but the problem is that as you get older, it's like, your eyes and your the arthritis starts acting up, and so it's a lot harder to produce work. So that would be my one fear, because my eyes have always been bad, and I've noticed they've been getting quite a bit worse over the past decade. So I kind of shudder to think what they're going to be like when I'm 80. Um, Nasser meant to say that he wants me to get on the stream. That's what's up. P Money asks, so who came to who first about Jason drawing this book? Nasser came to Jason, or other way around? No, Nasser came to me.
No, it was the other way around.
I would never go to Nasser to ask him to write a book for me to draw. Let's not be silly now. No, you did come to me. You asked me to. No, and how did it work? No, originally Nasser had a bunch of stories, and he showed them to me and another artist, and I think he wanted the two of us to do an anthology book.
Because you both talked about me coming back, and that's why I just had those already written, and I was like, well, if you want to draw something, just draw these, because I don't have to take any time to write something new. I already have these done.
Right. Nasser had left comics. You had left at this point last year, or when was it?
Oh no, it was probably
summer. June.
Yeah, probably around probably a little bit before June, probably about May maybe.
Okay, so May of last year, Nasser had decided to leave comics and focus totally on his novels. And I was disappointed because I liked Nasser's previous campaigns, his previous Indiegogo campaigns, crowdfunding campaigns. I enjoyed them, and I thought he had a lot of potential for to be a good comic book writer. So once he had left, I continued to keep in contact with him on on social media, and so I kept on nagging him. It's like, just come back to comics. Take a break if you need to, but don't give up on them altogether. Just take some time and then come back. And so I kept that up for several months, and then eventually he said, I have these stories, and if you want to draw them, then then we can use these for a comic book, an anthology comic book. So he showed the stories to me and another artist, and he said, pick the two that you want out of four, pick the ones you want to do. And so I picked two, and then the other artist looked at them, and he says, I don't really like them. I'm not interested in doing them. So basically that's how I came to draw all four of these stories, which is fine with me. I mean, I think the stories are good, and I really am looking forward to putting them into visuals, making them visually interesting for you guys. So I'm going to have a lot of fun drawing this book.
Yay.
Shut up, Nasser. No, I'm not. It's torture. I hate this. But yeah. So that's why I'm really hoping that this book gets funded, and we can actually publish it. It'd be extremely exciting to see. And I really, really want people to have a chance to read it, enjoy the stories, enjoy my art, and hopefully this the art will put these the stories that Nasser's written in the best light. I want to do them. I want to do the stories justice. So that is my hope. Evan Hotep says it's about the journey. Hey, Trusty Psychic's here. How you doing, Trusty Psychic? Good seeing you. Wishing you lots of success. Thank you very much. Very, very much. 10 people are watching right now. If you haven't already, please click the link to Secret Comics Presents, which Nasser has been neglecting to put in the chat. Oh, he put it in a while ago, but he needs to put it in again. It's also in the description. Please click that link. Take a look at the campaign. If you would kindly, please share it out to everyone on social media, and even better, or just as good, please pick a tier, buy a copy of the comic, support the comic, because we desperately need
buy
your
10
help.
of them.
Huh?
I said buy 10 of them.
Buy 10 of them, buy 20. Buy 10 copies and a sketch. Buy a page of original art that I'm drawing for you live. Buy the cover. And also, don't forget our ultimate $30,000 goal. If we reach $30,000, Nasser will have to shave his head, and that's the primary reason why this campaign must succeed. We must get Nasser bald. So please support this Indiegogo campaign. Support our book. Because we would love to have it succeed, get this book out to you guys, and do future issues of Secret Comics Presents, hopefully with other artists, and just making it an ongoing anthology book. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think Nasser has a lot of cool stories that he could write for future issues. Including a Western Cthulhu, um, horror story. I think it'd be great. So everybody, please support Secret Comics Presents with both your shares and buying the book itself. Let's see. Somebody asked, so Cricket, you were acting as Nasser's conscience. Of course, he desperately needed it. Um, I would have, if I were there, I would have just kicked him in the butt. But since I'm quite a ways away, I just had to nag him. Let's see. Heartbreaker says, "What's your favorite TV show, Jason?" It just depends. It varies from from month to month, to year. I mean, TV shows that I've gotten hooked on over the years have been Doctor Who, Star Trek, um, basically any TV show based on a superhero. Like kind of got hooked on Arrow. It was a good show for most of the run. Um, I tend to like superhero shows. I really like sort of detective shows, like British detective shows on PBS. I love Sherlock. It varies. I like a lot of stuff. Um, Evan Hotep says, "You ever hear the story about the people of Naxirama?" I don't know what that is. Heartbreaker says, I think I'm going to enjoy your art. The main reason why I'm interested in this book because your art is so good. Oh, good. Well, thank you. I'm glad it has piqued your interest, and hopefully it'll pique the interest of hundreds and thousands of other people.
Jason,
Enough to back this book. Yes.
we're up to 40 backers. We just got a new backer.
Oh, great. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Cool. So we're at $1,136, 18% of the way there to 6,000.
Oh man, thank you very much, everybody. We need all the help we can get. If you're out there and you haven't yet supported this book, it's only $8 for a single copy. Most of these crowdfunded books cost $20, $25, $30 or more, plus shipping and handling. Our book is only $8 plus, what was it, $4 shipping and handling? So for the price of a Starbucks coffee, you can get 20 pages of awesome art, great writing, and scary stories in your hands. But we need you guys to support the book. It's please go to secret-comics.com and or click the link in the chat or in the description, and please pick a tier and buy our book. And we would be eternally grateful to you for your support. I'm hoping people will buy more of the head sketches because I would love to draw some cool characters.
I hope so too.
Yeah. I think only 2 people have bought it so far.
Yeah, 2.
Ah, I want to draw more characters.
And okay, I'd buy one if I had money.
If you have money. If I had money, I'm not getting paid anything until this thing gets funded. So I might be drawing all this stuff for free.
Well, yeah, that's the risk you take.
Yeah, no, I don't like taking risks, Nasser. Especially when they take several months of my life up. So please, please back the book. Make it all worth my while so I can eat food again more than rice and beans. Hey, Evan Hotep put his link up again. Cool. Um, Heartbreaker says, can we make that goal of Nasser shaving his head to 10,000? Um, I would, but Nasser refused to do it. That's the problem. I had to set a goal that Nasser thought would think was unreachable. I think it could be reached. I think of enough. There are enough people out there who could support the book to get us to $30,000. We just need to get the word out. So I'm hoping we reach it. So Nasser will actually have to take the clippers to his head. Uh, And see, Nasser hopes so as well. He's chuckling. He's like, please, please make me shave my head. um, Hotep says, I just picked up some L'Oreal. No more tea. God help me. Oh my gosh, effing with the dad jokes. Heartbreaker says, Jason, I was just thinking one time that Nasser should turn his novels into comic books. I think that if he does that, you should do the art for them. I think his, his novels turned into comic books would be an ongoing series. It would take forever. Um, or
Well,
I
I
guess
need to make money on them first before I put even more money into them making them comics.
well, even if they were like number one sellers, I mean your novels would have to be like a huge like graphic novel. I mean, it's translating novels to because novels are written with itty bitty letters and and comic books are at least 50% pictures. It would take a lot of comic books to sort of be to adapt a novel into a comic book. It would take quite a bit of work. So yeah, it would end up being like probably like a 150-page graphic novel, I would
At
imagine.
least.
Yeah. Heartbreaker says my favorite TV show is Big Bang Theory, but the best TV show, in my opinion, is The Sopranos. I've never seen The Sopranos.
Yeah, neither have I.
You haven't?
No.
I'm surprised because you're a writer, so I'm surprised. But yeah, for me, I'm not really into mobster stuff because I have a. And again, this sounds ironic coming from me drawing a horror comic. I have a thing about graphic violence, realistic violence, and it's hard for me to take. So I find it hard to enjoy shows with realistic graphic violence. It's very disturbing to me. So I tend not to watch them. Um, but Big Bang Theory, I loved it. I refused to watch it for the longest time, but my wife loved the show. She kept on watching it, and I would wander into the room every once in a while she was watching it, and I'd stop and I'd watch for a few minutes, and then I'd be on my way. But I over time I would stop for a longer and longer period of time because it was so funny, and I enjoyed the show so much. So I got hooked on it, and it was a great show. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. I think the thing that annoyed me about the show initially was that they would conflate. The show was about nerds and geeks, but they would conflate science nerds with pop culture nerds, and that annoyed me. Being a pop culture nerd, I would keep thinking it's like they're not the same thing, you know, and so it annoyed me to the point where I kind of refused to watch it for a long time, but I got over that. So they were culturally appropriating my genre, my nerddom. So I took offense at that. Let's see. Um, Heartbreaker says what you need to do is get paid so you can buy toilet paper with all the money you get. Well, yeah, but I don't get paid unless the campaign gets funded. Basically, you guys pay me, So I need all the support you guys can give because like I said, if you guys don't back the book, um, you know, no one gets paid, including me. So please back the book. My future toilet paper purchases depend on it.
Right.
If you don't buy the book, I can't buy toilet paper, and now that's not going to be pretty for anyone, especially me. So. Um, Heartbreaker says, but aren't most novels just describing things? I just got done eating tater tots. Okay.
Yes, but a lot happens.
I'm not sure what the tater tots has to do with it, but yeah, I get what you're saying. It would take forever, but it would be cool. It would be cool, but it would be a lot of work. I mean, I'm just thinking about the novels that I've sort of seen in and then being adapted into comic books. It's a difficult thing. It's so. Evan Hotep says Heartbreaker is a Big Bang Theory fan. I'm gonna ban him. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. We need all the fans we get. Shut up. Ezra Caleb West says I'm not a nerd. I'm a geek and a hollow geek at that. All right. Heartbreaker says you don't like graphic violence, but you've drawn Spawn comics and are drawing a horror anthology. That makes no sense.
There's not a lot of graphic violence in this.
Yeah. What I've had to sort of balance out is I guess two things. First, I don't like realistic graphic violence. Like when I say realistic, I mean involving humans, or human on human violence. Let's just say that. I consider that realistic violence. Werewolf eating someone to me is not realistic because werewolves don't exist, so it doesn't bother me. A vampire, snacking on some girl doesn't bother me because vampires don't exist. Zombies eating people don't bother me because zombies. That's why that drawing I did of I don't know if you guys. Well, hold on 1 second.
And it's creepy. It's not violent. The book isn't.
I got it. Hold on. Everything's spilling and dropping, and I walk away. Everything.
But Colton, the book is creepy. It's just not really. It's not graphic violence or anything.
Well, there is. There will be some violence in it.
But I meant like.
Well, let me finish. Some of it will be graphic to a point, but it won't be, say, human on human.
It's nothing that crazy.
Yeah. There won't, like I think I mentioned before, there won't be like entrails like hanging from the rafters. Like I drew a picture of is it for hold on. Well, okay, here it is. There we go. Like this picture here of Nasser in the trailer. I mean, this is Nasser as a zombie. It's very graphic. It shows brains, maggots coming out of the brains. He's got knives in his back. He's drooling. He's got half his skin's ripped off. It's very graphic, but he's a zombie. So to me, that's not realistic violence. It's almost cartoony. So that doesn't bother me. But if it was something like Game of Thrones, I can't watch Game of Thrones because the violence in that it's way too much for me to take. Like I what was it? It was like the Man Mountain fight with some other guy in a ring, and this guy pins this little guy he's been fighting, and this huge monstrous guy. He grabs him and he like gouges his eyes out. The guy's screaming, and then he crushes his head like a melon. To me, that's too much for me to watch and find entertaining. I can't do it. It's just personally, I find that just too repulsive. You won't find that in this book because I can't take that kind of violence. But like I said, if it's a werewolf, like eating someone, you might find it in this book because again, that to me that's not realistic. So that's the difference, at least in my mind. It might be the same thing, for other people, but for me, I find I sort of paint a distinct line between realistic things that could actually happen versus fantasy violence that could never happen. And so I'm much more in the fantasy violence vein. So I mean, I'll draw to a certain point, but I'm much more shy about drawing realistic violence involving people because I find that unnerving. It's not. I don't really find it entertaining, and so I rather not draw that sort of stuff. So if that makes sense. Let me see. Boink and boink. There we go. Did that make sense now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. Oh, see, now he says he was just making a joke. Oh, thanks. I totally get you, man, says Heartbreaker. Personally, I'm a big fan of violence. More blood, the better. Some people are like that. Some people love it. I mean, my wife loves the movie Apocalypto by Mel Gibson. I can't watch that movie. I cannot. I refuse
What
to
is it?
watch it. You never seen Apocalypto?
Nope.
Okay, so Mel Gibson movie. It's set in South America during the is it Incan or Aztec empires. I can't remember which one it is. But it's basically a tribe of people hunting this one guy. Are they cannibals? I can't remember if they're cannibals or not. But they're hunting this one guy, and I think it was rated X. I think no NC-17. Um, it was NC-17 because it was so violent. Oh gosh, I guess it's a good movie. I never watched the whole thing, but extremely violent, horribly violent. Um, and it's the same thing. Even movies that I like I saw the Passion of the Christ. Have you seen that, Nasser?
No.
Oh, great movie, but I have no desire to ever see it again. Beautifully done, beautifully written, beautifully acted. Great movie. Extremely violent because they realistically show what they did to Jesus once he was arrested. It was terrible, and oh, oh, a terrible. Great. I keep saying it's a great movie, but it's terrible. But it's for me. It's true. It's a terrible thing to have to watch. But it was a wonderfully done movie. But I never want to see it again. Never, because that's the imagery of seeing someone tortured like that. I just do not find entertaining. So, but everyone's different. Evan Hotep says Nasser wasn't paying attention. Quiz him. Probably. Whenever I talk to Nasser, I assume he's not paying attention. I just keep talking. Um, um, Heartbreaker says, so I'm guessing Jason wants to be a fan of the movie Maniac from 1980. I don't know what that is. It's probably very violent, so I'll probably never watch it. um, Heartbreaker says, yeah, I remember that scene. Oh my God, that was so brutal. I love that scene. It's like my favorite scene in all of Game of Thrones. Yeah, well, I can see why if you like blood. It was horrible. That was a horrible scene for me. Maniac literally has a girl being scalped by the main killer. It's so realistic and bloody. I love it. Okay. Apocalypse. Oh, it's Mayan. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ezra. Um, yeah. It's like I said, I've only seen several scenes from it, but I I can't watch it. I just can't. My wife calls it a love story. She says, "Oh, it's a great movie. It's a love story." It's a horrible movie. I can't. No, no. My wife has a much higher tolerance for film violence than I do.
I love film violence.
Yes. Well, I guess you should if you like horror movies. If you're as addicted to horror movies as Nasser, I guess liking film violence is probably necessary. Ezra says your wife is cool. I think so. Yeah. I'm just not crazy about her taste in movies. um, Heartbreaker says, yeah, man, you wouldn't like Maniac. I love the movie. It's in my top three favorite horror movies of all time. As my favorite actor of all time, Joe Spinell is in it. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Um, Heartbreaker says Nacho is nothing on me when it comes to being addicted to horror movies. He's still a scaredy cat, but I'm not scared. I watch horror movies every day. Okay. Well, Nasser has a lot of horror movies to watch to build up his tolerance. He needs to watch the horror film, the Hammer films, rather. I'm hoping one day he will.
I'll always be a scaredy cat.
I apologize for how slow this page seems to be taking. It's I tend to draw a lot slower when I'm talking. So, but hopefully it will still turn out awesome. That's the wrong pen to use. Let me try this one. There we go. Better. So Nasser,
Yeah.
have we had any more purchasers of the book yet?
No, I've just been sharing it around Twitter right now, actually.
Okay, cool.
But no, nothing yet. I'll double check in a minute here, but I just checked it like a minute ago.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep on drawing this book until this book gets funded. So, everybody, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell for notifications because I will be live streaming myself drawing this comic book and the pages inside of it over the next few months until the campaign is over, and or I'm done drawing the book. So, so please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and you'll be notified whenever I go online. It will be several times a week. I'm going to try to do it every day, but I can't guarantee every day. It just depends on what other jobs I have. And I'll be drawing these pages, and I usually live stream anywhere between an hour and a half to 6 hours when I'm drawing. So it just depends on how far I'm into it, how much I'm into drawing, and how distracted I get. So please subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you guys hang out and watch me create this book for you. Hmm. Gotta step back and take a look at it. Hmm. Hmm. Ezra asks, Jason, have you ever watched any Miyazaki anime by Studio Ghibli? Yes, I've watched quite a number of them. I haven't watched all of them, but I've enjoyed them a great deal over the years. I'm trying to think of my favorites. What? Oh, yeah, my favorite. And I'm assuming this. I think this is Studio Ghibli. My favorite is My Neighbor Totoro. Um, I love that movie. I have it on VHS tape actually. I got it. I got it when it first came out on VHS tape. Um, and it's just a. I mean, Studio Ghibli is. I think what I like about them is it's a weird mix of scary and enchanting with Studio Ghibli. I mean, I don't know if they mean to be scary in a sense. When I say scary, I guess I'm I'm speaking from the child Jason inside me. You know, if I seriously because I watch their movies and I enjoy them a lot, but at the same time I'm thinking this would horrify me if I were a kid. You know, I'd be terrified. And even as an adult, I watch it and you know, like a third of the characters on the screen are creepy, kind of scary characters. I'm like, oh, you know. So it's a. I mean, I love their stuff. I love My Neighbor Totoro. I thought it was just a phenomenal movie. When I saw that when I was like I don't know early 20s, I think when I first saw it. But yeah, yeah, great stuff. Heartbreaker says, "I will always be here to watch you. You make this book as long as you are talking. If you are not, I will not be coming. LOL." Oh, I will always be here to watch you make the book as long as you are talking. Okay, okay, got it. Sorry, I had to run that through my brain pan a couple times. It's like that makes sense. Fly Fox Pro's here. How you doing, Fly Fox Pro? Good seeing you. I like Howl's Moving Castle, says Fly Fox Pro. I liked it. It wasn't. I don't know why it wasn't. It's not my favorite. Um, I don't know. My Neighbor Totoro. It just had something. It had something that just kind of grabbed me. Maybe because I saw it when I was relatively young and it made an impression on me. I'm not sure. Um, but Black Fox Pro. Oh yeah, Nausicaa. Nausicaa of the Wind. Great movie. Very good. Um, but good to see you here, Fly Fox Pro. I hope you are backing our book. I look forward to getting these pages and the finished comic book in your hands. So please back the book. Please share it out, and yeah, just please support us in any way you can because we really need it and want it. Um, Heartbreakers. Oh, let's see. Ah, yeah, Spirited Away. Oh, Princess Mononoke. That might be my favorite, or at least tied with Totoro. Princess Mononoke, fantastic movie, so good, so good. Wow, yeah, that movie's really good. Okay, that's probably my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, right there, Princess Mononoke. Um, so thanks, Caleb West. Thanks for reminding me. That's such a good movie, action wise, story wise. Um, the the matter, the lessons the story teaches you. Oh, great stuff. Um, Heartbreaker says, by the way, most of my comments don't make sense. I'm going to listen to that song now. Talk to you later. Okay, cool. Well, take care, and thank you very much for your support and for hanging out with us.
See ya.
Don't be mean, Nasser.
All I said was bye.
Mhm. Edgar says, I love anime. Yeah, I love anime too. I'm a huge fan of anime. I have loved anime since I watched Battle of the Planets when I was a kid. Used to get up early in the morning to watch it. My apologies. I'm yawning. All right.
Fly Fox Pro says, "What's the content level of the book? Like age range? About 13, PG-13."
Yeah, it's a PG-13 book. So, it should be fine for teenagers. It is not something, or it's not appropriate for small children. So keep that in mind. Um, if you have a 14-year-old brother who's into horror stuff, yeah, he'll like the book, but don't give it to your 7-year-old brother you know who is into creepy stuff. Yeah,
Or
he
maybe you could
might.
give it to a 7-year-old as an experiment to see if it'll mess him up.
So there you go. If you want to really mess your little siblings up, then buy our book, please. Buy 5 copies. If you have 5 siblings, buy 5, one for each. So, but no, it won't mess them up. But it's not. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not gonna mess him up.
it's not for kids. Put like I said before, buy copies, put them in a time capsule, and then open it up on their 13th birthday as a present. So.
Fly Fox Pro says, "I found a sealed spawn playset on eBay. I want to buy it."
You found a what?
Fly Fox
Oh,
Pro says that he found a spawn playset on eBay, a sealed one.
oh, cool. How much is it? Oh, oh my gosh. Sorry. I apologize. Oh. Bend over a drawing table for a while. It's like, everything gets all tightened up. Thank you, Nasha, for continuing to put in the link in the chat.
Yeah, my one job. Fly Fox Pro says it's $65 and 25 shipping.
25 shipping.
That's a lot.
It is a fair amount. I was going to say $65 sounds reasonable. If it's $65 shipped, I would say get it. So sometimes you can find the comic book that I did. You can find that separately on eBay. Um, so try typing in Spawn Alley comic, see what pops up.
I get excited every time an email pops up. I think it's going to tell me we have a backer, but no, it was just spam.
Yeah, Heartbreaker. In case you didn't know, yeah, no profanity in the chat, please. I just want to keep the live streams as family friendly as possible. As family friendly as I can, while I draw a horror comic with monsters and ghouls. The artwork might be horrifying, but I don't want the chat to be. So I just want to make it easy for everyone. All right. I know. This is the way I want to do it. So I have a picture in my head, and then I start sketching around until the drawing starts matching that picture. It's like, yeah, this is closer to what I was.
Flyfox Pro says the comic is $10 and $12 shipping from Britain.
From Britain. Is that where you are, Flyfox Pro? Comic.
No, I think he's talking about the Spawn comic.
Oh, are you talking about the Spawn comic, Flyfox Pro? Okay, yeah, then I would get that one. I mean, that's $22 for the comic. And actually, our comic is a lot cheaper. Our comic is only $8, and it's shipped from the United States, so shipping's cheaper too. For the price of one of my Spawn comics, you could buy 2 copies of Secret Comics Presents. Heartbreaker says, but this is a horror comic. Why do I have to keep my mouth shut? No, you don't have to keep your mouth shut. You just can't curse in the chat. But I love cursing. My favorite word, says Heartbreaker, in the English language is a curse word. 4 out of my 5 favorite words to say are curse words. Well, you so far you have managed to say quite a bit without cursing. So I would say that you're quite skilled at not cursing. You're more skilled at not cursing than you are at cursing, I would say, based on what you've been saying so far. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yes, Heartbreaker. Set a good example, please. Oh my gosh, that's the thing that sort of makes me feel guilty about the most. Seeing people who look up to me mimic my bad habits. Heartbreaker says, yes, I'm very skilled at not cursing because I'm trying to stop because my baby sister is trying to curse. I do not like that. Yeah, it's you need to set a good example. You need to be a good senpai to your little sister. I was born a sailor. I was born upon the tide. I love that song. I was a highwayman. Evan Hotep says, my buddy used to swear up a storm until his wife told him and made him sound stupid. That is true too. I've never found cursing to be appealing or interesting when people do it. It's always
same here.
So when people curse like incessantly, I just think this person's not an idiot, but this person's trying too hard. He's trying to, he or she, call me sexist, but I find it even more distasteful when women curse a lot. I'm just like, show some class. Ugh. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I find it. Is it gauche? Gosh, gauche. It's gauche, I think. I find it unclassy, tasteless to curse. So,
Yeah, same.
how would you die if you could choose how to die, Jason?
Everyone would say peacefully in their sleep.
No, I wouldn't. Okay, and I've already told my wife this. This is how I want to die. I want to die, ideally. Well, no. Well, okay. I would want to die at the age of 110. I'm lying in bed in the arms of a beautiful woman. That's how I would want to die. If I could choose how I would die, that would be it. Oh, Flyflox Pro is throwing shade. He says, "Oh, so like 5 years from now, yeah, my wife will be cuddling me as I pass from this mortal coil at the age of 110 in 5 years' time." Heartbreaker says, "Dude, I love it when women curse. It's hilarious. It might be hilarious, but it's also tacky. I find it. Ugh. I mean, yeah. It's no, no thanks." Evan Hotep says, "You must deal with many Wiccans." Okay, I know this is a joke. Why? I don't understand why. Heartbreaker says, "I don't plan on dying." Most people who die usually don't plan on dying. If I had to choose, I would die in extreme agony. What? From being in a gangland shooting, I would. What? I would actually prefer to be killed in the drive. Yeah, he said that would be pretty cool. Oh, eesh. Okay. You know what? Do you live in Chicago? Heartbreaker? Nasser, does he live in Chicago?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Hey, go visit Nasser in Chicago, and Nasser can help set that up because I hear that every weekend there are plenty of opportunities for you to die in shootouts in Chicago. And I can almost guarantee that it's not nearly as cool as you may think. All right, let's see. Heartbreaker says, "No, I live in Texas. I just think it would be cool that, oh my gosh, I have a lot of bullet wounds that would have to be taken out. If I survived the experience, I would put all those bullets on a necklace. You know what's even better? Just buy some bullets, buy a pack of bullets, and make a necklace out of them. You just take out the middleman of being shot. There, saved you the trouble of getting shot, the emergency room, all the pain and agony. Just go to your local gun store, buy some bullets, and have fun." Wizards, says Evan Hotep. I'm still not getting it, Evan Hotep. I'm probably just too slow. Let me think here. We still have 4 people watching. It's awesome. Thank you very much for hanging out with me.
2 of them are us.
And I want to thank everyone who has been supporting me on this channel and my drawing live streams. I know it's a little boring, sort of watching me noodle away at these drawings for so long, but
especially with me as a guest.
Oh yeah, especially with Nasser as a guest. He's not too talkative today. Usually, not you can't shut Nasser up. It's like, dang, just shut up, Nasser. Today, I didn't have to say shut up, Nasser once, not even in my head, because he's not saying a word. I don't even hear his Rubik's cubes clacking in the background. So.
No, I'm just tired, man, and I'm just focusing on posting this around Twitter and Facebook right now.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
You're doing good work, Nasser. So
I've been a little distracted.
no, I got you. That's perfectly fine. You're promoting the campaign, and that is the most important thing because we need as many people as possible to get eyeballs on it and to support it and to back it. So, the more time you can spend, promoting it on Facebook and Twitter, the better. And also, I mean, everyone else who's listening, I mean, we need you guys to do that as well. We need you more than anything to share out the link to this live stream and especially share out the link to the Indiegogo campaign, which you can find both in the chat and in the description of this this stream. We need you guys to share it out because if people don't buy the book, we can't get the book printed, and you won't be able to read the book. So the success of this book is completely dependent, well, not completely, but half dependent, 50% dependent on you guys. I mean, Nasser and I can create the book, but if the book doesn't get published, you guys can't read it. So you are our partners in this endeavor. So please do all you can and help us out. If you can't manage to buy the book, please at least share it out to people. So we will be extremely grateful for anything you guys can do.
Hello, Silver Shamrock. Nice to see you here in the chat.
Hey, Silver Shamrock, how you doing? He says that's a good drawing you got there. Well, thank you very much. I hope you will consider backing our this comic book, our Indiegogo campaign, and that you will share it out to people on social media. You can get the book for as little as $8 for one copy, so physical copy, and Nasser will sign it, the writer. So
I'll be signing them all.
Yep. So $8 for a crowdfunded book is pretty good in a world where they usually cost $25. Before shipping and handling. So we're going to try to give you a great looking book that's well written that you'll enjoy and you'll be happy to share and keep for a long time. So. Heartbreaker asks, will you sign it too, Jason? I can't. Well, it's just logistically it's too difficult. I live in Florida, so I'm quite a ways from Nasser. Nasser lives in Illinois, so it's kind of impossible. I would have to fly to up there, and that would just add more cost to the book. So it's not going to happen. Maybe in future, if this is successful and we do books together in the future, then maybe we can figure out some way for both of us to be at the same place at the same time and we can sign it both. But for now, Nasser's going to end up getting the books once they're printed, and then he'll be the one who signs them, and then they'll be shipped out to all the backers and buyers. So right now you have to be satisfied with just Nasser's signature.
Yeah, but the inside front cover will have a section for both of us to sign, so there will be a nice place where the autograph is displayed, and if you end up sending your copy over to Jason, there'll also be a nice section for him to sign by my signature.
Okay, cool.
And Flyfox Pro says, backed, not a horror guy, but I like you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, wow. Thank you very much, Flyfox Pro. Really appreciate it. I mean, horror isn't to everyone's taste. I understand that, I mean, like I said before, I mean, it's not exactly my favorite genre, um, but I'm really pleased that you enjoy my art, and you enjoy Nasser and my sort of interaction. Um, so I really appreciate your back in the book, and like I said, I mean, we're going to try to give you the best product possible, and something that you guys will really enjoy. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So we're up to 41 backers, $1,148, 19% of the way there.
Cool, very cool. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Yeah, so thanks so much, you guys. Thanks so much to everyone that's backed it so far.
Yeah.
And to everyone that plans to back it, and everyone that's been sharing it out and sharing the streams. Really, thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. I really want this book to come out. So let's see. Yeah, that's good. Hmm. Cause Wiccan's Curse. Hey, Zimbo's. Oh, Yash, how you doing? Yash, have you backed the book yet? How many copies did you buy? Good seeing you. Yash is an old friend from high school, Nasser, and he's really into horror. So
Cool, cool.
yeah, he's been keeping me company through most of my live streams over the past couple of weeks. No matter what time I'm on, if I've gotten on at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then he'll pop up, and it's like, hey, cool, good seeing you. Yes, awesome. Thank you, Yash. Yash bought one copy. Fantastic.
Yay, thank you.
Very cool. Hey, Yash, if you would please share the link out to Facebook and Twitter, and let people know that the book is available. How you doing, Yash? You doing okay? What's going on in your neck of the woods? I know it actually it's pretty crazy right now all over the country, but uh, you know, Yash lives in Seattle area, so. Oh, great! Yeah, he shared it out. Fantastic.
Yay,
Thank you
thanks.
very much. Apparently, Wiccan's curse, because Wiccan's curse says Ebon Hotep. Huh. I guess if you're a Wiccan, you don't really care much about cursing. So. Hmm. 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 Oh, cool. Yes, says he shared the link yesterday. Very cool.
Cool, cool.
Share it again today. Hmm. Let me try something.
Zimbo says national quarantine now.
National quarantine?
Yeah.
National quarantine. National emergency. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, national emergency. Yeah.
I don't think it's that big a deal. Silver Shamrock says, how's your guys' day going so far? Mine is going good, but I just woke up a couple hours ago because Heartbreaker kept me up all night. My day's going okay. I'm honestly just really exhausted. That's why I sound so boring right now on the stream. And I've just been going through Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and like sending this campaign to like everyone I know, like
Good.
anyone that follows me. So
More,
I've just
Nasser,
been
more.
so I've just been sort of quiet for those two reasons. But day's going okay. Just been doing a ton of promotion for the comic. So that's how my day's been. Silver Shamrock. But nice to see you here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, my day's going pretty good. Just drawn. I mean, trying to promote the book because first few days are the most important ones. You know, well, and the last day, but those are the days when the most people have eyes on the campaign. When the website itself, like Indiegogo, is taking note of how the campaign's doing. So it's kind of stressful, little nerve wracking, wondering how people will respond to it. Will people respond to it? Will people give it enough support so that the website will give it a favorable listing, in the search engine and everything. So a lot of stuff sort of to be somewhat concerned about, because you want your campaign to be a success, and a lot of factors that go into whether or not it will actually be a success are determined in the first day, 2 days, or 3 days of the campaign. And so those first few days are vital. I mean, if a campaign gets funded within the first hour, it'll get put right on the front page of Indiegogo. If a campaign takes or doesn't get funded at all, then it gets lost in the shuffle. So everyone's help is greatly appreciated, and like I said before, it's like we need your help. I mean, your contribution, your support of this campaign is 50% of how successful this comic book will end up being. So Nasser and I can create the book, but we need you guys to buy copies, to buy art, buy some of the original art from the book, buy head sketches from me. I'd love to draw head sketches for you guys. But you guys need to back the book and support it and share it out to your friends and and everyone in order for the book to be successful and for it actually to be published. So we are hoping that you will join us in this journey.
Jason, I'm gonna get off of here for a little bit because I'm hungry. I might be on. I might be back later.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna keep drawing, and then I'm not gonna be out forever, but but I'm gonna draw for a little while longer, and if I'm still here, please come back on.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Nasser, you take care. I will talk to you later. Okay.
Mm-hmm. See ya.
Yeah. Bye. Yes, says, do you know how he got the name Silver Shamrock? I do. I have no idea. Heartbreaker says, I'm back. I watched the Batman tribute with the song High School Never Ends, which has the entire Bat family, which basically attributes to the Bat family. I'm sorry if I'm talking quickly. I'm trying to get through all these chats that I missed. I thought it was labeled a national emergency and then the United States was being quarantined. Well, it's not the United States being quarantined. It's so much as the United States quarantining other countries and keeping them from coming into the United States, so that we keep our numbers low. The rest of the world, or at least the rest of the parts of the world that have had outbreaks have been much higher than the United States at the till this point. So what the government of the U.S. is trying to do is keep the numbers relatively low by keeping people from other countries from coming in and bringing in new cases of coronavirus. Whether it will help or not, we don't know. I'm going to try to get my buddy John to back the book. He likes spending a lot of money, so I'll talk to him about it. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Um, Silver Shamrock says, speaking of artwork, are you guys fans of Creepshow 1 and 2? I would love to get my hands on a Creepshow comic book. Well, they already made a Creepshow comic book, when the first one came out. And it was drawn by the brilliant Bernie Wrightson. But I am a fan of Creepshow. I saw the first one and I loved it. I thought it was really good, really well done. I have not seen Creepshow 2. So I think my favorite Creepshow story was the one with the germaphobe in his apartment, and then he gets stuck with a bunch of he gets stuck with a bunch of cockroaches that keep infesting his apartment. So I thought that was really good. And Silver Shamrock says, I got the name Silver Shamrock from the commercial in Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. If John likes it enough, he'll probably buy the biggest, saying that he can do to back the book. I just worked out for 3 minutes with 2 milk cartons full of milk since I don't have weights. Okay, cool. I have to make do with what I got. Okay, let's see. Hold on a second. Okay. I'm going to get up for a few minutes, stretch, and I will be back. So I just want to let you guys know I'm still working on this page, but I need to stretch my limbs. I'm all tied up. So I'll be back shortly. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't go away if you can. And please share the stream out. Share the link in the description on social media. And help get this book funded so Nasser and I can get it published and get it to everyone who has backed the book. Okay? Thank you very much. I'll be right back. All right? I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Hope everybody's been staying out of trouble. Let me see. All right, I think that's okay. All right, when I get back to drawing, my tablet shut down, but just restarting it and should be fine. If I leave my tablet unattended for more than a few minutes, then it spontaneously shuts down. Then I have to restart it, and it's quite frustrating. But it's an old tablet, and I can't really buy a new one right now, so I make do. Make do with what I have. All right, open. Hey, 8 people are in the chat right now. Cool. Everybody, if you haven't already, or if you're curious or don't know, I'm currently drawing pages for the comic book that I'm illustrating, Secret Comics Presents. If you look in the description of this live stream, and actually let me put it in the chat because it may no longer be there. The Indiegogo for this campaign, the crowdfunding for this campaign just started yesterday, Friday the 13th, and we launched it finally. So the campaign will last for 60 days. It's going to end in May, and we have until May to raise the $6,000 necessary to publish and mail out this book to the buyers, you guys. So I'm asking everyone to please go to secret-comics.com to the Indiegogo campaign and support the book by buying a copy of the book. The book costs $8, and buy the book, buy several copies of the book. But there's several tiers. I mean, you can buy you can spend $8 on a book. You can buy, a head sketch from me for a certain amount. You can buy original pages from the book like this for a certain amount. So there are several different tiers you can purchase, but most importantly, if you could just share out the link to the campaign to social media. More than anything else, we need to get eyeballs on this project and get people to just know about it, to know that it exists, and that it's available for purchase. Because if we can't raise the money, we can't publish the book. So, the buyers are basically our partners in getting this book into your hands. So any help you guys can give will be greatly appreciated. And I just want to encourage everybody to take a look at the campaign, check it out, and and share it with all your friends and family. Hold on one second. Okay, I just posted the link in the chat. So just click that link and go to the campaign. Um,
Okay. Okay. Can you guys hear me? I think you can. I had to change microphones. So, yeah, if you look here on the, this is a campaign page, and we have a fixed goal of $6,000. And as you can read there, this campaign will only receive funds if at least $6,000 is raised by its deadline. The deadline will be in May, 60 days from now, 59 days now. What is that? I guess that's May 14th. But we have until then to raise $6,000. Otherwise, the book can't be published. So you guys will all get a refund, but you get your money back, but you won't get the comic book because it can't be published, because you can't afford to do it. So there's several different tiers here. You can do the feature tier where you get your name on the thank you page, and you get 2 comics along with it, and you get a trading card. So, and so far, 4 people out of 50 available have purchased it. You can just buy the comic itself for $8, and then but there's no trading card. But you get a good comic book, well drawn, well written, and it's a great deal. You can get a digital comic book. If you're an international backer, and you don't want to have to pay shipping charges, just buy the digital copy, and then that's also $8. So, which is very convenient. You can buy 2 copies of the book for $16. You can buy two comics plus a Kick Nasser button. Nasser Rabadi is the writer of the book. You can get a button that says Kick Nasser. You can get a copy of the comic book and a head sketch from me, where I will draw a head sketch of the character of your choice, which I would be happy to do. And I hope several, if not all of you, choose it. But there are only 50 available. So 2 people have already chosen that option, but I'm hoping that at least 48 more do. So I would love to draw all 50 of them. So please, support that tier. You can get drawn into the book. You can be an actual character in the book in some way. I'm not sure exactly how. It would depend on the story. So but you can do that for $225. And along with that, you would also get 5 copies of the comic, 5 copies of the trading card, and then, like I said, you get drawn into at least 1 page of the book. So you can get the book and then a page of original art from the book. Here are some of the finished pages I've already drawn. This is from the first story, Charlie Finds a Friend. So, but the original art pages, because all these pages were drawn on paper, on Bristol board, and then it's taken into Photoshop. And some of the effects, like this sort of radar effect from the radio, this is done in Photoshop afterwards. I would scan it in. I scan it in the original art, scan it in, and then I do some Photoshop work on top of it, like all the gray tones in the artwork. All this is done in Photoshop. All this gray, that's all Photoshop. Before I bring it into Photoshop, it's all black and white, so the art looks like this panel. There's no gray tones. It's just white. It's just black and white. So, and you can also buy the original cover art for the book, along with getting 5 copies of the comic, 5 copies of the trading card. And the original and the cover art is here. This is the cover art for our comic book. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that this is an infinity cover, where basically an infinity cover is the classic trope in comic books, where an image is repeated numerous times, into infinity. Like on the cover of our book, this girl is actually reading the book and reacting in horror from what she's reading inside of it. But because she's reading our book, that the cover of the book she's reading is of course herself. And then in that cover, she's looking at the same book herself, and so on and so forth. So it goes on into infinity. So because of that, this is a finished cover, but the actual art for the cover, let's see. Won't have these copies of the cover on them, because I can't draw this small where I can just completely repeat the same artwork over and over again, except smaller and smaller. So I did all that. I repeated the cover in Photoshop and then placed it in that space. So let me switch cameras here. Let me try one more time. So the actual cover looks like this. If you can see that. The actual cover, let me zoom out a little. There we go, that's better. The actual cover is here. And then in Photoshop, I scanned it in, did all the artwork, but then I would place that image in this space here. And then the title of the book went here, the logo went there, and all this extra stuff was done in layout programs. So, but this is the actual cover, and you can buy the cover as well for the book at that $1,000 tier. So, for between $8 and $1,000, I mean, you could get the book, original art, head sketches, a lot of stuff, trading cards, and the trading card for the book will be this, which was a promotional. Oops, hold on. Let me put it back here. Boink, boink. There we go. That's a trading card for the book. This was a promotional poster for the actual whole campaign. Yash asked, what is the trading card tier? The trading card tier is pretty much every tier except for the $8 tier, because I think the $8 tier just comes with the comic, but with no trading card. There's no trading card with the $8 tier. With the $16 tier, where you get 2 copies of the book, you do get the trading card. So starting at this tier, $16, you also get a trading card. So you can get the $8 tier, but you just get the comic book. And starting at $16 and up, you also get a trading card with your comic books. So if you want a trading card, you would have to get the $16 tier or higher, and that's not too bad. It's 2 comic books and a trading card for $16. That's a pretty good deal. And I think all the other ones also include trading card. That one does. The Kick Nasser button one, you get a trading card. Apparently, with the $60 tier with the head sketch, you do not get a trading card with that one. With getting drawn into the book, you get 5 trading cards, in addition to getting 5 copies of the comic, with you being drawn into the comic on at least 1 page. Let's see, this one you also get a trading card with the tier where you can buy an original page of art from the book. So I think, yeah, and the cover art one, you also get trading cards. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So so it's not just for anyone over $50. You can spend as little as $16 and still get a trading card. P Money says, curious 2A. Believe me, the kick Nasser button was tough to give up, but I had to get my wife's original cricket art. Well, thank you, P Money. Oh man, 11 people are watching. Oh, fantastic. Hey, everyone watching, please go to secret-comics.com. The link is in the description. The link is in the chat. Please go over there. Pick a tier. For a little bit of money, we're going to give you a lot of story and a lot of art. And we really want to get this campaign funded. We're going to need your help every step of the way. It's essential because if you guys don't fund the book, we can't print it. So we need to reach the $60,000 fixed goal we have. We're 1/6 of the way there. I mean, right now we're at $1,148. So 19% of the way there. But I would love to get the whole thing funded, and we need all the help we can get. It's going to be extremely tough to get to $6,000. I mean, I'm hopeful. I think we can do it. So I just need your help in doing so. If you can't afford to buy a copy, just share it out. That is a humongous help to us. Share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, and just let other people know that it exists and that that's available for purchase, and that we are eager to get their support. I will be drawing the book in live streams several times a week for the next couple of months, or a few months, trying to get this book finished. So you guys can see me actually working on it. You can ask any questions you have. You can know that the work is being done to get the book done. So I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, you have 11 people watching. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications of future videos, because when I go online to live stream, I want you guys to get a heads up and be able to watch me do it in real time. And again, ask any questions, just keep me company while I'm drawing this book. It'd be pretty cool. So let's see. All right, let's see. I'm trying to do 15 things at once. Let me get back to my drawing screen so you guys can actually see me scribbling. Oops, not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. There we go. That's it. Oh, that animated one's here. Awesome. That animated one, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Silver Shamrock says, I just subscribed. Thank you very much, Silver Shamrock. I really appreciate it. I love having you as a subscriber. Also, everyone, where am I on subs? I have not been keeping track. I am at I'm at 469 subscribers right now. Okay, when I reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away 5 free sketches to 5 random subscribers. So help me get to 500 subs so I can give away 5 pieces of artwork to you guys, and it'll be whatever the character of your choice. I'll draw. Okay, give me 500 subs, and I will give away 5 free drawings to 5 subscribers. So that's something that will be coming at some point in the future, hopefully soon. The anime one says, "I'm good. How are you?" I'm doing good. We just launched the Indiegogo campaign for this comic book that I'm drawing currently right now on screen. It's a horror anthology comic. You can look at it, read about it in the description, and we have 60 days to fund it. Actually, 59 days now to get it to its funding goal. So we're able to actually publish it. So I'm going to be drawing the comic several times a week, and so you guys can see. And I'm hoping we can get it funded. If you can't afford to buy a copy, but I hope you do, I encourage you to. Please share out the link to the comic book to everyone you know, to Twitter, to Facebook, and just spread the word, because that's the only way this book will get funded. It won't get funded just from me sort of sitting around and drawing, but no one responding to it and actually backing it. So I just put the link in the chat again. So if you haven't already, please hit that link and support the book. The first few days are critical to these campaigns because the Indiegogo and these crowdfunding sites, I mean, they're watching which campaigns are succeeding, which ones are sort of not doing so well, and they boost the in the search engines, they boost the recognition of the more successful ones, and the other ones get left behind. And I ends up being a cascading effect where if you're doing well, and then Indiegogo boosts you, you start doing even better. Whereas if you're not doing so well, Indiegogo ignores you, and then you do even you start to sink even further. So we need your help to sort of strengthen that campaign. We're doing pretty good. I mean, right now we're at 1148. So let's see. That work? There we go. We're at 1148 right now, and I don't think it's changed. Yeah, we're still at 1148, but 19% of our goal. But we just need all the help we can get to reach $6,000 in 59 days, and have the funds to actually publish this book. And so we're hoping. That anime one says cool. Yes, it is cool. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I cannot wait. Looking forward to seeing what happens with this campaign. Okay, let me get back to drawing. Actually, let me zoom in again. So, zoom in, zoom in. There we go. That's where I want to be. Anime wants this. Good luck. I hope you get it in time. So do I. I really hope you get it in time. So, if you have a chance, if you are able, order a copy. I'd love for you to see it. I think it's going to look pretty cool. But again, even if you can't buy a copy, share it out. Let people know what's going on. Let me get back to my seat so I can actually start drawing. And actually, let me change my headset again so you guys can hear me, just in case. All right. P Money says, I just shared this to Twitter. I want that giveaway. Thank you very much, P Money. That would be cool if you got it. Heartbreaker says, what is the giveaway for again? Sorry, I forgot. I kind of remember. I just want to make sure. The giveaway is for when I reach 500 subscribers for this channel. Right now, my sub count
is 469. So I am 31 subs away from reaching 500. When I reach 500, I will do a random giveaway to all my subs. 5 drawings, 5 free drawings of the character of their choice. But I need to reach 500 subs before I do the giveaway. So, just share out my link to my YouTube channel, or if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel now so that you will increase my sub count. And every sub I get closer to 500 means the sooner I will be able to give away those 5 drawings. So I'm almost there. I'm only 31 subs away. So if you can help me out, that'd be awesome. And again, I need all the help I can get. Nasser and I both need all the help we can get to get this comic book funded. So share out the link to Secret Comics Presents and the Indiegogo. The link is in the description of this video. Take that link, share it out to your friends, family, enemies, your dog, cat, babysitter, I don't care. Abominable snowman, everyone. Share it out to everyone. Let them know. And the more people who support the book, buy the book, back the book, buy original art, buy head sketches, the more likely we'll get funded, and it needs to be funded in order to be published. That's the only way it's going to get done. So I need your help. So thank you very much. Sorry, need some water. I've been talking a lot. P-Mike says Heartbreaker soon. Okay, you just described it. Ezra says, I just shared the channel again. Thank you very much, Ezra. P-Mike says, I wonder if the return of Nasser lunch streams would help or hurt the campaign. It would probably, I want to say help, but I also want to say hurt. It would probably help, actually. His lunch streams were very popular for some odd reason, but it actually would help because it would get eyeballs on Nasser and eyeballs on our campaign. So, like I said, anything that does that would help the campaign, and I hope it happens. That anime wants to, do you use Instagram? Yes, I do. I can put my I can put my Instagram in the chat, but it's also, if you go to the about section of this of my my channel, if you go to the about section, all of the links to my social media are there, including my Instagram. So you can look there and just click on the link, and yeah, you'll see everything. Ezra says, share the campaign via my Facebook account. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Ezra. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a huge help. I have to later on figure out my Facebook account, because I put on my Facebook account and my friends were saying, how do I share this? And apparently I have to manually make it shareable. And I'm not sure how to do that, so I'm gonna have to figure that out after this live stream, because I do not want to make it difficult for people to share it out to others. I want to make it as easy as possible because if it's a headache, people aren't going to do it. Yay, the animated one followed me on Instagram. Very cool. Yeah, Instagram has been very difficult for me. I haven't really figured out how to increase people following me and stuff. It's been I mean, I've been on Instagram for years, and it's just been hard. There we go. Heartbreaker says, I'm watching Tucker and Dale versus Evil, and after that I'll be watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, and then Batman Under the Hood. What social media does Nasser use? He's off Twitter, I believe. No, he's on Twitter. Nasser is on Twitter. So, yeah. I mean, Nasser's on, I mean, I know he's on Facebook and he's on Twitter. He might be on other stuff, but I'm not aware of it. So. Heartbreaker says, I haven't posted a single thing on Instagram in like 5 or 4 years. I was still getting followers. Wow. Yeah, if I don't post something, I stop. My following count just like stops dead. Trying to think of the last time I got followers. Oh, sorry. Oh my. Oh. Man, I'm tired. Last time, I mean, I get followers if I post something. I may get like 1 or 2 followers for every post I make, but it's like, you know, it's just difficult, very difficult, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not a hot chick in a bikini. I want to say that, but I don't know. I don't know what the magic formula is. Just, oh yeah, this is good. Let me get this sheet of paper too. So there we go. That's better. And no, I got that. That's good. That's good. All right. All right. The anime one says, I've got like 200 followers and get likes on average, about 60 likes on a post, which isn't that bad. Yeah, my average is like 30 per post. And it's kind of, I don't know, I just find it frustrating. I wish success in everything was much easier, but it turns out that it's not. And that frustrates me. Shamrock, Silver Shamrock says, what's your favorite Texas Chainsaw movie? For me, it's, oh, he's talking to Heartbreaker, I'm guessing, because I don't watch Texas Chainsaw movies. Heartbreaker says, well, bro, it's been fun. I'm going to get along. I'll probably come back later. Okay, cool. I won't necessarily be on, but yeah, please show up later on because I will be, like I said, live streaming the art, drawing the art for this comic book, you know, over the next few months. And yeah, you can catch me whenever I'm on. So thank you very much, Heartbreaker. Good seeing you. Ah, cool. Anime One says, at the moment, I'm working on Voltron drawing. That's awesome. Oh, man. I think I'm going to, well, I'm going to keep drawing, but I'm going to be, what time is it now? 7:20. I'm going to be stopping. Once I finish drawing this little boy, I'm going to stop and get some food because I have not eaten. Have I eaten today? I had some juice. So I need to eat. And I need to take a break because talking so much for an introvert, talking this much wears on you, and it's I'm not used to it. It's like I want people to buy the book, but I have to talk a lot and get out of my comfort zone. So hey, the animated one, thank you for stopping by. It's great seeing you again. I hope I see you more often, but I know your schedule is busy. But you take care. I will see you later, okay? Silver Shamrock says, I was talking to you, to me. Oh, but you don't have to answer the question since you haven't seen it. Well, I saw half of the first movie because the one from 1974, the 70s one. Um, so I saw half of the first movie, but I like I said before, it's like I'm not, I can't really take realistic violence like that. So I never finished watching it. Oh yeah, I understand the animated one. Yeah, I mean you're several hours ahead of us. So what is it? Is it 6 or 7 hours that United Kingdom is ahead of us? So don't worry about it. I mean a lot of times I am live streaming, at nighttime our time, and it's like in the morning your time. So yeah, you might easily catch me. And actually I think that's probably where you first saw me. It was probably on like a early morning live stream that I was doing. Oh, Ezra says he's followed me on Instagram. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Curious 2A says, I missed Nasser Peace Theater. Well, this book will be like an illustrated Nasser Peace Theater where I am illustrating and putting into picture form all of the weird, bizarre stories that would unnerve you during Nasser Peace Theater. You can now see realized in visual form. So you don't just have to, see the book, see Nasser Peace Theater in the theater of the mind. You don't just have to imagine it. You can actually see it come into reality by buying this book, Secret Comics Presents. So please back the book so we can bring Nasser Peace Theater to your hands and make all your nightmare dreams come true. Hey, you take care of that animated one. Hope you have a great weekend. Wow. Nasser says, "Are you about to end?" No, I'm gonna end when I finish drawing this kid. I mean, you can come in. You're more than welcome to come in. I probably won't be on for more than another 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. So in about 20 minutes from now, I'm probably gonna end. So I will throw you a link, and then you can come back in. Okay, Nasser? Okay, Nasser's coming back in. So. All right, I just need to keep an eye out for Nasser when he shows back up in StreamYards. Silver Shamrock says, I'm going to get going now, but I enjoyed being here. Oh, great. Well, we enjoyed having you here, and we enjoy having you support our campaign and supporting what we're doing, Silver Shamrock. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in the future during future live streams. Ah, see, this is what happens when I leave. Nasser made me drop everything. Stay. See, I blame you, Nasser, for my artwork falling.
Beep boop.
Yep, that's what Nasser does. He beeps and boops stuff all out of order.
Yeah.
That's his MO.
Yeah. I just had a big cup of hot chocolate right now.
Oh, poor Nasser. I could use some hot chocolate.
Yeah.
But it's hot. It's hot down here, so it wouldn't be as fun as it. It's more fun when it's cold outside.
Milk.
Huh?
So you could just drink chocolate milk then.
Yeah. I don't know. I like hot chocolate better than just plain chocolate milk.
Oh no, I like chocolate milk more.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. You're weird, Nasser. No, I'm kidding. You know what? You know what I do like though? I love strawberry quick.
I know I've had that before, but I was like a kid.
It's so good. I don't know why.
Zimbo5521 says the marshmallows are too small in Swiss Miss. Yeah, they are.
I don't know. If they're bigger, you couldn't fit them in your mouth.
Doesn't matter.
We could, but you know, it's just. See, Curious 2A agrees. He says strawberry milk is the best, is the greatest.
That's all right.
Jason, weren't you on Drawn and Quartered? Yes, I was on Drawn and Quartered. Which one? I was on the Pro Edition and I was on a Fan Edition this week. So, but yes, I was on Drawn and Quartered. What did I do for the Pro Edition this week? It's I did Bloodshot.
You think Mike would do an episode for us?
Do an episode of what?
Of Drawn and Quartered.
I don't understand. What do you mean, an episode for us?
Like, you know, sometimes when someone has a campaign, they draw that person's characters.
We don't have any characters, though.
Yeah, but it could just be like a horror episode. It could be like a Tales from the Crypt episode or something.
Maybe. You want me to ask?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask.
I think he'll say no because Mike doesn't like me.
Okay. Well, no one likes you, so.
But ask anyways.
I'll ask him. Yeah, this is what I did for Drawn and Quartered on Wednesday. It's Bloodshot from Valiant Comics, and actually they're making a movie based on the character, starring Vin Diesel. This obviously isn't Vin Diesel because he has hair, but this is what I drew. It's not finished. I want to go back and do a background, finish his shoes and stuff, make it look better. But yeah, Drawn and Quartered is hard for me because, as you can tell, watching me, I don't draw like, you know, at 100 miles per hour. I tend to be more on the slower side because the faster I draw, the messier it gets, and I'm trying not to make this look messy.
Yeah.
Humphrey Bear asked, "Are you giving away any free TP?" No, I have stored my TP in a locked vault. It's actually in a giant. It's actually in my bank. So I had a Brinks truck come over, and they put it in the back, and they hauled all of our extra TP to my bank, where it is secure in a locked vault. So. Ezra asks, "I followed you a bit ago after you were on D&Q. Oh, thank you very much. Cool. Curious 2A says they could draw Nasser Bot. That's true. Humphrey Bear says you got a great style, Jason. Thank you very much, Humphrey Bear. I'm trying. I'm trying to get better. So, you know, but I'm having a lot of fun drawing. So. I just want to do as good as I can. Ezra says, "I saw you on that one, but it was on a previous one. I can't remember which episode." Yeah, I mean, I've been on a few of them, at least the pro editions. And I've been on a lot of the fan edition. So I'm around. I'm around. You're gonna be clacking, Nasser. Why don't you put it on screen?
There's no point.
Oh boy. For those of you who are wondering what that annoying sound is, that's Nasser playing with his Rubik's cubes. Hey Nasser.
Hmm.
I haven't seen the link to our campaign in a while in the chat.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was my duty.
Yeah, that is your duty. It's not playing toys.
There we go.
Everybody, hold Nasser accountable. If you don't see that link to our Indiegogo campaign at least once every 10 comments, then call out
Then
Nasser.
Jason gets fired.
Then call out Nasser in the chat, and I'll give him a. I'll call my sister and have her beat him. I'll call his sisters and have them beat him. Ezra says I watched both Drawn and Quarter and Drawn and Quarter fan edition, both fun shows. Yeah, I love those shows. I mean, they're a lot of fun. And actually, if you saw the last Drawn and Quarter fan edition this past Thursday, we did something really cool. We played We played a game called Scribbattle, and it's basically Pictionary, but on the computer, where everyone is able to remotely draw on the same computer window live, and each person has, I think it's 2 minutes. They pick a subject. They have 2 minutes to draw it, and then the audience, people watching, have to guess what that thing is. And it was a lot of fun. John Dillard is the one who came up with that for a game. So and he does that. He has Scribbattle tournaments on his channel. I think his channel is Dillard Draws. If you go over there, and he has that. I think it's every Monday. So.
Same.
Sorry, I'm really getting tired, and I can tell because of the way I'm drawing. It's like I'm drawing. My drawing is getting progressively slower because my body is getting tired. I feel bad because people are watching, and it's like they didn't come here to hear me yawn. They came here to watch me draw. So I want to be able to do that, and I don't want to screw up the book because I'm so tired. Dagnabbit. So that's why I'm finishing with this one figure. It's like if I keep going past it, I will screw it up. Then I'll have to white it out, and then I'll be kicking myself for not quitting when I should have. And you know, but I will have the next live stream. Actually, I might be live streaming again tonight because Hopefire has at the altar, and she wanted me to sort of run it from my channel. So yeah, so I might be back tonight. So make sure to hit the bell for notifications. Um, and when you hit the bell, make sure that's set for all because if it's not set for all, you may not get notified of when I come back on. Oh, sorry. Oh, man. All right. Ezra says, Jason, what is your page rate? Just curious as I'm looking to potentially publish mini comics down the road once I get in a stable situation. Um, um, I can send my page rate to you. On if you contact me on Twitter, just DM me and I will send you my page rate. It's all my contact info for social media is in the about section of my YouTube channel. So just go over there, find find my Twitter link, and then DM me, and then I will send you that information. Just set the bell. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Ezra. And I encourage everyone else, please set the bell, hit the bell for notifications, make sure it's set for all because it honestly YouTube will not or will fail to notify you if you don't hit that because it's kind of wonky. The only way to guarantee you'll be notified is by hitting all. I'll DM you after the stream. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Oops, sorry. Keep hitting the camera with my noggin. Sorry, I'm making noise. I'm grunting. That's another sign of me getting tired. Seriously. Start getting frustrated and just like but it'll all pay off once this comic is funded. It'll all be worth it. Is that the is that BattleBox Theater in the background? BattleBox Theater. Are you talking about the song? No, it is not. The song is Genesis by Old Chap. Curious 2A says, show us your pop collection, Nasser. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm on my computer, not my phone.
Oh, okay.
They're talking about the Funko Pops.
Oh, Funko Pops, okay. I would show you mine, but I don't have any.
Maybe I'll make a video about it.
Oh, about your Funko Pops?
Yeah, but actually, no, because I took them all down off the shelves because I need another bookshelf, so they're not even properly displayed for me to make a video.
How do you properly display Funko Pops?
You just put them on a shelf, but I'm saying they're not on the shelves anymore.
Okay. Trying not to give him Hobbit feet, but
That's okay.
It's too late, Nasser. It's too late. He's a Hobbit.
That's why I said it's okay.
Good. I'm gonna make him hairy. Give him hairy feet. Say, Master Frodo. Master Frodo. Oy, oy, oy. Almost there, almost there. All right. Finally. No, wait, I'm not done. Gotta draw the buttons. Right. All right. I think I'm done, with, at least for now. I'm done for now.
All right.
So I'm able to get all the almost all the figures. I got the 5 of the kid done. This one here. Oops, sorry. Let me put full screen so you can see. I apologize. Dang it. Part fell again. There we go. There, stay. All right. There we go. I got these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got all of them done. But still need to work on this panel here and get that sorted out. You guys see that? Hopefully you can. But okay, Ezra said I sent you a DM just to get it out of the way. Okay, cool. Good. Yeah, so panel's getting done. It's almost there. But everyone, I won't be live streaming tomorrow, but I will probably be live streaming on Monday. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the bell for notifications. Make sure that the notifications are set for all, not some, not a few, but all. So you will get all the notifications when I live stream or post a video. And please, if you haven't already, please give this live stream a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it greatly. And if you could share it out, let people know on social media, Twitter, Facebook, that Nasser and my uh, Indiegogo campaign for this horror comic anthology is now live, and copies are available for purchase. So let the world know,
Tell all
and
your friends.
tell all your friends, tell all of your enemies,
Tell your
tell,
grandma.
tell your grandmother, tell the postman, um, tell everyone that the comic is being made, that it is active, and that if you can buy original art, head sketches, um, you know, kick Nasser buttons. You can get stickers. There's a ton of plethora of stuff that you guys can get for as little as $8. And I encourage everyone to go to Indiegogo, go to the link in the description or here in the chat, and click on it and buy all that you can. I encourage everyone to buy everything they can from our Indiegogo campaign. Support our campaign because, as I said before, if the campaign doesn't get funded, the comic book doesn't get published, and yeah, it's it's a lot better if we could actually publish this book and get
Yeah.
it into your hands. So we really, really appreciate your support, your patience, and your time, and we look forward to talking with you guys many, many more times in the future over the next few months as we continue pressing forward to getting this book completed. And I'm really, really excited about getting it funded and possibly. This is just issue one of Secret Comics Presents, of having an issue two, an issue three, and have an ongoing series of comics, presenting different artists and maybe even different writers, with stories that they want to tell. So please support this comic book. Go to Indiegogo, go to the link in the description or in the chat, and and uh, you know buy our comic. And like I said before, share it out and let everyone know about it. Okay. I think that's it. Nasser, do you have anything you want to say before we check out?
Um, no, I think you got everything. Just please share the comic, you guys, and just let everyone know about it. And thank you for everyone that's spread the word and everyone that's backed it. And thank you guys for backing us, and thank you for spreading the word. And hopefully we could get it funded.
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't already, also please subscribe to Nasser. He's a really interesting guy. He's a little weird, but he's a cool guy. He also has a YouTube channel where he talks about horror movies, horror authors, a lot of stuff about the horror genre in general. And he does interviews. He has a lot of great people on his channel, like Tim Lim, who's a phenomenal artist. Mark Pellegrini, a phenomenal writer. I mean, he has tons of content for you guys to look at. So I encourage everybody to check out Nasser Rabadi if you haven't already, and sub to his channel. And as I said earlier, I'm almost at 500 subscribers. When I reach 500 subs, I'm going to give away 5 free sketches to 5 of my subscribers. So if you haven't already, sub to my channel, help get me to 500 subs so I can give those drawings away. So I think that's it. So everybody, you guys have a good night. I might be back on later on tonight. Um, I'm not sure, but so make sure you hit the bell for notifications. We'll see what happens. But I will most likely be back on Monday to continue working on this page and getting this comic book drawn up. Okay? You guys take care, and I will talk to
Peace.
all of you later. Stay out of trouble.